welcome back to another episode. Happy Tuesday, guys. Thank you guys for being here. Nefty, my friend, welcome.
What's going on the eve of Thanksgiving Eve, man? How's everyone doing, all right?
Not the eve of the eve. Rudy, my friend.
Eve.
I'm good. I'm glad to be back after a little after doing my peasant work and collecting.
No white clothes on stream, please.
It's not White Claw. Get out of here.
He said White Claw. All right, guys. So, as you guys may know, we got three releases. One of them being very quickly, which was the stormtrooper, not the stormtrooper, the clone trooper. From the video game. The hell was the video game?
Jedi Survivor
Survivor, Survivor. Yes.
Yep.
So that figure obviously was announced and put up for pre-order last week.
Yeah.
Right, and it's already out. So that's something that you guys got to keep paying attention to, because as you guys see, Hot Toys keeps doing this over and over and over. We're getting a lot of figures a lot quicker. If you do notice, though, not everything is helmeted, right? Not everything is helmeted. We have gotten, I believe, I want to say, which one was it? The Obi-Wan Mandalorian and the Obi-Wan, right? They were pretty quick, ready to go. So the reason I'm pointing that out is because if you pay attention, it's not, you can't say, well, Hot Toys is just doing head sculpts. I mean, it's just doing helmets because head sculpts take too long. That's why I'm pointing that out. So it's not something just because it's helmets, right? Which would make sense, right? They're pumping out helmeted figures 1, 2, 3 because it's easier to do than to have to sculpt out an entire head sculpt, which clearly they're doing anyway, to get these figures out. So before we get started, we just got right into it. First time that ever happens. Let's say hello to you guys, and then we'll get started, obviously. Let's see who's in here real quickly. We have Luch in the house. Welcome, my friend. Thank you for being here. Welcome. Giovanni, how are you, my friend? Welcome. Thank you for being
Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa means what's up.
He says, hello. Oh, did y'all snag that crazy Batman and Superman 2-pack of Sideshow? I know somebody did. I think didn't they get it for free or something like that?
Well, that was the free figure, right? They had him up for like, what was it, 2 or 3 hours, and then they switched back to the Boba Fett 2-pack. Yeah. I mean, it was like the shortest lived free exclusive.
Yeah, no, to get that for free, man. I mean, if you really think about it, at the moment, I feel like those figures are obsolete. You know what I mean? Like they're gonna get the 2.0 Nightmare. You're gonna get the 2.0. I'm pretty sure we're gonna get the 2.0 Black Superman eventually at some point. You know what I mean? So it's just a matter of time. Don't steal my words, Rudy. We got Thule in the house. Welcome, my friend. Thank you for doing. Guys, there's 26 of you guys. You can hit that like button if you haven't yet. Thank you guys for being here as well. Don't be a peasant. Remember, less is more. On this stream, less is more. Okay? Everywhere else, normal reality. Here is upside down. Joe, my friend, welcome. Thank you for being here. I'm so proud to be a member of this. Good evening. You have to hit the join button to be a member, you peasant. Bo!
How you doing?
We got Joker Dre in the house. Heads heard the Redskins might get their logo. Ooh.
And the name back too?
Racism.
Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa means what's up.
Joker J.
He said racism. And nobody said anything. You racist guys. We have Gina in the house. Welcome.
Hello.
Nice to see you. Welcome. Let's see who else. We got Ash. Welcome, my friend.
Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa means what's up.
Ash, my man.
Let's see who else is in here. We got Ryan. Welcome, my friend.
Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa means what's up.
Let's see who else is in here. Jevin says, also got my 8-art Superman in today. No issues, thankfully.
Great
and I got to
figure.
say, I really do love it. Tell him, Nefty. Tell him, Nefty.
Backstage, guys, I was getting my balls busted by Fabs because I started saying in-art. I just got the in-art Batman.
Wait, before you continue, Nefty, guys, remember PsyOps. But go ahead, Nefty.
Yo, you had that all Saturday, bro. That was amazing. Listen, it was. I basically said that. My understanding from when I checked, the in-art Batman has been out for 7 months. I just got it from Pop Collectibles, and I was taken back by it. Now, I didn't say that it's Hot Toys killer, but within itself,
pretty close. But he was pretty close, guys.
Yeah. Now I only own 3 in-art: the Joker, the Superman that I just got a week ago, and now this Batman. But whoa, that Batman really.
Now, Nefty, question: do you have the Hot Toys BVS Superman too? No.
No. So this was my.
Because I was gonna say, put them both, both sets next to each other, the in-art set and the Hot Toy set. Yeah. And see which one you're gonna give me. Let's see who else. Oh man, let's see who else is in here real quickly before we get started. We got Paul, my friend. Welcome. Welcome. Look at you guys on fire. This guy, unbelievable. I'm not from Mexico like you, peasant. Unbelievable.
No mama's way.
Yeah, no mama's way. Who else is in here? We got Leo, my friend. Welcome. Thank you for being here. 36 of you guys in here. Hit that like button if you haven't yet. And thank you guys for being here. We got Will. Welcome, my friend.
Konnichiwa means what's up.
Let's see. Joe says, "What's up, Rudy?"
What's up, Joe? What's up?
Let's see who else is in. We got Ren. Look who's on time. Look who's on time for once. Hello. Once. Frank, what the hell happened to your account? I don't know what happened to your account.
Oh, the Arena of Boba Fett, the black one?
Welcome.
That's a nice figure.
That's a classy looking figure.
No, the black one in the Arena?
It's very nice, but he I don't know what happened. His account got nuked. His Instagram. I think he violated community guidelines for shopping old figures.
You're done, bro. You're done.
He's shopping backwards. Mark Zuckerberg said, "I don't think so." We got Chris. Welcome, my friend. Thank you for being
Konnichiwa.
here.
Konnichiwa means what's up.
Yo, real quick, Fabs.
Go ahead.
On Saturday, dude, you was on fire, bro. I had to leave the room because I was making too much noise laughing, bro. It was like such a demon.
Wait. Before you even start that, so I woke up. I had put the kids down for bed, right, and we have a trundle on the floor, so that's where usually like I end up passing out. So I wake up, and all of a sudden I'm like, let me check what these guys are talking about, right? And somehow. And apologies to Ash Chase who's in the chat. All of a sudden, I click something and I look at it and it says Ash Chase is blocked or muted or something. And credit to Thule. Thule came in and saved the day. But I'm like half asleep and I'm like, what did I do? What did I do? And then I had to leave.
So Ash, now you have 2 enemies, Mike and Rudy.
I apologize, though. I apologize.
That's supposed to be like, what did I do, man?
Yeah, I didn't know what was going on. When I saw Thule said something, and then you thanked Thule for it, but I didn't know what happened. And then you
saved the day because I was like, I woke up and I'm like, when you're still half asleep, and I've got the phone. I'm like, what did I do? Because it says Rudy Regina blocked. I'm like, oh God.
It said Rudy hates Ash. Block.
I did it for Mike.
Our dude, welcome. No, Nefty, those things on Saturday needed to be said. People need to be aware of Mike's psyops because they're real. They're a real thing.
I just kept looking at Joker J trying to hold the peace, bro. Joker J weathering the storm. I'm like, Joker J, hang in there. No, and Mike is like, boom, boom.
Because you have to.
Man, it was better than the Mike Tyson and Jake Paul fight, bro.
Because you have to realize,
anything would be better than that.
You have to realize. You guys got to realize this. Mike has very strong opinions, like I do. So, as you guys know, we always, opposites. He says one thing, I say another, right? The thing is, so obviously we can't argue because we'll get nowhere. So, the only thing I can do to win is expose the psyops. That's it.
That's a good shirt right there. Expose the psyops.
Unbelievable.
I should make a t-shirt that says "Not here, Mike." Oh man, we got Carlos, my friend. Welcome,
Charlie, my friend, Charlie Brigante. How you doing?
Joker J should be given the Medal of Combat Cross, bro.
What is it? The Congressional Medal of Honor.
Being in the middle of a fight right there.
He's the voice of reason right there, man.
We got Albert in the house. Welcome, my
How you doing?
Oh my God! Look at this guy. Look at this guy.
How you doing?
It's only been 7 months, 3 weeks, 4 days, 16 hours, and 25 minutes since he was here last. Unbelievable. Welcome. Let's see who else is in here. Thank you guys for being here. Don't forget to hit that like button. We got Big Dog in the house. Welcome, my friend.
Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa means what's up.
Woo!
Welcome. Let's see who else. Yes, guys, happy Thanksgiving as well.
Yep.
It's gonna be a good one this year. You got your favorite president. You got tariffs on Mexico, so you don't get Hot Toys, Luch. Unbelievable. Trump is coming for you for not voting for him. That's why he was like, you guys should have heard him in the group chat. He was like, "Oh, LGBTQ all the way, 2024." I was like, "Luch, what are you talking about?" He was
just wait. The Trump is coming for your collection. He doesn't want to. Remember, he's got to have the top collection.
He was going crazy. We got Rob, my friend. Welcome,
Rob.
Guys. So just so you understand, also, very soon, the person you see on screen may not be around much longer. He looks like he's retiring. He's already looking for ways out of the hobby. He's trying to get rid of a lot of stuff. He already has a stack. So he said, he's tired of this stuff. He's like, inert is king now. I can't be around for this. Rob! Let's see who else is in here. Oh my God, poor Ash. Gina. Oh my God.
What does NR have in store? What's next for NR? Let me check that out.
What's next for NR? Bankruptcy, hopefully. We'll see. I'm just kidding. I would never wish that on anybody. So it was a joke. Take it back. Cancel. There you go. Let's see. Ash says, if I went away, everyone would be sad and miss me.
Everyone except Mike.
Mike would be like, who can I call face now? Who can I call face? Oh man. Let's see. Iron Dude, welcome to the Peasants Club. Oh my God. Sounds like
that's a badge of honor, Iron Dude.
Sounds like a strip club.
Well,
Hey,
let's not take it that far.
you guys want to go to the Peasants Club tonight and have some beers? Oh my god! Oh, Yomo's back. Welcome, Yomo. I'll see you in a few months after tonight. We got Cassandra. Welcome. Nice to see ya.
I'm doing.
Where's Peasant Brad, Cassandra?
He's there. I see him. I see him in
Is
the
he?
chat.
Ah!
Yeah.
I don't see him. Oh my god! The peasant has joined the stream. Guys, for those who don't know this guy is the definition of an in-art jazzing employee without pay. Okay, that's what he is. Who else is in here? I feel like I missed him. Oh, Ernesto, how are you, my friend? Welcome. He just gave me a code for something. Control Z. I'm not doing that, but thank you. That'll definitely kick me off the stream, and that'll be that.
I'm doing.
If that happens, Nefty takes over, and we talk about Jazz Inc. and InArt.
Yeah, there goes my title on my stream. Let's see who else is in here. I think we got everybody. Yep, we got everybody. I think. Guys, don't forget to hit that like button if you haven't yet. Thank you guys for being here. We got Chris. Late as usual. Welcome.
Hello.
All right, guys. So let's get started. So first, we have this beautiful head sculpt. John Wick from John Wick 4. Remember that we've only gotten John Wick from John Wick 2. That was the first Hot Toys figure. Obviously, other companies have made different ones, different versions. This is the second one from Hot Toys. So right off the bat, okay, I haven't really looked at the picture, but I saw the head. I stared at the head sculpt, and it looked beautiful. So I want to start with you, Nefty. So is this a figure that you own the first one of? Did you get this one? Are you planning on getting this one? And if not, do you like it at all?
I love the movie John Wick, and I don't own any of the older John Wick, and they're beautiful based on what I've seen and the accessories they come with. I think the price at the time when I was looking was still in the $500 and the $600 for the older one, but I kind of banked on waiting for the a newer version, and here it is. But it's definitely a different figure in the quality of scope that I'm seeing. The tailoring and obviously the accessories are not the same accessories as the other two, which I do love those old accessories because they were like it was a lot of guns, man.
Yeah.
You know, but I'm happy with this with now with John Wick, and I have Kane, so definitely I'm hoping, because I see that a lot of third parties jump in when it comes to John Wick's accessories, making suitcases and all that stuff. I know it was done for the older model, so I'm hoping that the third party custom guys they get in the game and start adding accessories that I can use on this John Wick that probably mimics the older versions that I don't have. But it's definitely coming home.
Yeah, Nefty, I got that set because I picked up the older John Wick 2 recently, like a couple months ago, and I reached out to CRO Customs, and he had done that thing with the belt, the shotgun shells, and all the holsters, because that's the one thing that figure was missing. You got all the guns, but no holsters, nothing to hold the extra clips. So all of a sudden you put that on, and it definitely adds another level to the.
What was
figure.
that?
But those accessories are for the old figures.
The old one, it was it was CRO Customs.
Yeah,
they do a lot of stands. How did I find it?
Yeah.
It was on one of the groups. Somebody posted it, and I was like, "Oh man!" And I reached out to the guy, and he said, "I've got like 10 left. So if you want it," and I managed to get one. So it definitely adds a little extra to that figure.
I would be hesitant to get it for this figure because it probably probably won't match well.
Right, it's not gonna match exactly.
Yeah, I mean, I'm willing to look for an older one, but I gotta see because this sculpt, I know the older one. I would have to get an updated sculpt to put on the older one. Then. You know?
Now, Rudy, same question for you. How do you feel about the head sculpt? How do you like the figure overall? How do you like the accessories? And how are you liking the double hair pieces for the figures? Like, do you think it's a cool addition to the figures? Do you think it's necessary? Do you think it's a waste of time for them to do that, or do you think it adds something to the figure?
No, so this figure is definitely coming home, right? I already got the cane, and like I said, I had John Wick, the John Wick 2 version. This was a no-brainer. It's a great movie, right? Great series. The sculpt, we were talking about this backstage. The first set of blogger pictures from that big drop, there was definitely something that was a little off. And at first I was kind of taken aback, but as you thumb through them and start getting to all the other pictures, you realize it's just bad lighting. It's a great looking sculpt. It looks awesome. And I think the tailoring too on the suit, because you could actually see he's got kind of like a crisscross pattern. That looks amazing.
Yep.
Right. Then the accessories, right? The fact that you get that, what is the Dragonfire shotgun, automatic shotgun,
right?
As well. Awesome. It's just great accessories, what you'd expect from a John Wick figure. Right. I got to be honest. I like this double hairpiece thing that they're doing.
You like, because remember they did it for Scarlet Witch. They
for
did
Wanda.
It for Batman. They did it for, so they've been doing it, and I don't know how people feel about it.
I like it because, look, like take that Batman, right? You got the messed up hair, and then you've got the straight hair. I didn't like the straight hair. I know a lot of people did. I actually like the messed up hair. I thought
it looks like he's like a goody two shoes. You know what I mean? It looks too perfect.
Right. So the one that's all messed up, it looks like he just took off the mask, right?
Or he was sweating, or he was fighting, or he was running, or something, right?
And I like the dynamic look that it gives you, because they're giving you. I like what they're doing. They're doing one that's a little more like stoic, if you want to do that museum pose, and then they've got one that's got like lets you just create a sense of a dynamic piece, some dynamic motion. So I think it's great that they're doing it, and I think it makes the sculpted hair just that much better.
See, the one thing I like about this figure, obviously not this figure, what I like about John Wick figures is always the amount of weapons that you get, right? You get like everything, every pistol, every shotgun, every machine gun, whatever, every rifle, right? So now the cool thing about this one is, like, for example, I have about 4 John Wicks, right now. And they're all holding something different because they can, right? It comes with so many weapons that you could have each one holding 2 different weapons, and you still have left over. The one thing I like about this one is that here you have the bow and arrow, right? Then you have the nunchucks, you got the hatchet, right? And so these different weapons will give it a different look than everything. Like, for example, obviously there's only been one John Wick. Like I said, I have 4 different ones. I could afford to use just like the nunchucks or the blade with this one, because every other one that I have has some type of gun or pistol or rifle. You know what I mean? Right. But the accessory rifles, the accessory pistols are really, really nice. They're really, really detailed. They're very, very, very like realistic looking too, which is really crazy. I want to get a close-up of one real quick, especially the rifle. See, like that's a beautiful pose right there with the bow and arrow. Yeah, that looks better than Hawkeye. And then
question, Fabs, if a collector wants to go back to pick up an old John Wick, which version would you recommend?
There's only one. Hot Toys, there's only one, and there's like 3 different third parties.
Yeah, Hot Toys only did the one from part 2. The third party ones aren't bad.
Did a part 1?
No.
That's what the third parties did. The third part. So if you go on like kitchen16kid.com, you go like they have head sculpts from like the first movie, and you could like kit bash your own with like, they made the figures with the suits or just the plain suits. You could get the body, so you could customize your own John Wick 1 figure, but nobody ever made it like that except for third party.
But you recommend getting the only one that Hot Toys made? You're going back?
Absolutely. It's not as good as this by any means. The head sculpt is nowhere near as good. The head sculpt actually now look, if you when the figure came out, everybody was, oh my God, because again, remember you wouldn't know, but they didn't make the first John Wick. So when they made the second one, everybody was like, oh my God, this is awesome, right? Now looking at that head sculpt, you don't even have to compare it to this one. Just looking at it alone, it doesn't look that great. But the suit was incredible. The accessories were incredible. You got the coins. You got a ton of stuff with that
Now,
figure.
let me ask you, historically, the John Wick, the first one that came out from Hot Toys, did it do well?
Yeah, I think that figure did well.
It
No,
did.
because I asked because by definition, when you look at a John Wick character, it's a simple figure. I mean, you get military figures that come with more bling.
Correct. It's all accessories for John Wick. It's literally all guns and stuff because it's all suit. You know what I mean? It's all
and honestly, the suit, because I picked it up recently, it still holds up well. I agree with everything you said, Fabs. The sculpt was good for its time, but we've definitely come a long way since then. But it still holds up. But even the tailoring is like
and the hair of it
is a little. It's not as good, but the accessories make that figure.
Talk about the jacket.
The jacket for the John Wick 2, but the accessories make it right because they give you everything for that tunnel fight scene. So you get the shotgun, you get the nice custom rifle, and then you got all the guns. And on top of that, they did throw in a little Easter egg because they give you that triple barrel shotgun that he uses in the first movie.
Yeah,
they did give you a little something extra there.
This guy, unbelievable. You said a well-dressed MRFer. Brad says Fabs don't know what the crow is. Yeah, okay. Disrespect me in public one more time, Brad. See what happens. Let's see who else is in here. We got Mitchell. How are you, my friend? Well,
I'm doing.
I agree with him. I like John Wick 2 the best.
I love John Wick 1. That is my favorite out of all of them.
For me, it's 1 and 2 are amazing.
Let me tell you something. I'm not saying anything bad about 2, but 1, that whole story, how he just looks like some regular guy,
right?
And then he's just some badass. Like nobody saw that coming to begin with. Obviously, you know, the second one, it's awesome too, right? The action and everything, the whole story. You know, being in the Continental at the time, all that stuff was cool. But the first one, man, that whole story, whew, and that dog.
For me, oh my God, for me, it was 2 and 1, very close together, those 2. Then it was 3, and then 4. While I liked 4, it's definitely at the bottom of the series for me. Just the last fight at the stairs, it kept getting a little over the top. Like he'd get to the top, and then he'd keep rolling down all the way to the bottom, and you're like, oh God. It felt like a video game. Like, here we go again. It's like you just got kicked. And it's like, you couldn't stop yourself like midway. You really had to go all the way down. But it was still, listen, I still love the movie. I still thought it was a great movie. But I just, it's
a great movie.
It's a great
series. The worst one to me was 3. 100%. On Carter, right. Welcome. Yeah, no, 3 was the worst. I don't know how you went from Halle Berry to the desert all of a sudden. Like I was like, what's happening right now?
Your boy has it.
So, who?
Toys for Kiddo.
Yeah, he's got, but he's not shipping. He's away until I forget what date, but he's got a warning as soon as you get on the website that he's closed. So don't order anything until he's back. What?
It says blame Fabs.
Yeah, okay. I haven't even ordered anything from them at all.
Yeah.
You know? I haven't ordered anything. Big Ray, my friend, long time. Welcome.
Konnichiwa means what's up?
Thor says, "Ever get this? You go bring up politics." Make dinner interesting. This guy. He likes
no drama, man. No drama.
He likes the drama-free Thanksgivings. Clearly,
go to the dining table, and when you sit there with a bright red hat, make America great.
Let me see. Come on, why is this lagging all the time? Ernesto says, "Fabs, you visited the Continental." Yeah, I went on vacation and I had a beautiful continental breakfast. It was delicious. Let's see. All right. So now back to you, Nefty. So now I can't even ask you this question because you don't own the first one, but how do you feel about the suit? Okay, let's get into the suit. So let's talk about obviously the tailoring of the suit. right? Let's talk about the texture that we were just talking about, right? You see all the diamond shapes on the suit, right? So it goes to show that, you know, they went out of the way to make it proper, right? They could have given us just a plain black suit and nobody would have said a thing.
Yep.
Because it's like, you know, you can't really.
It's definitely a work
like,
of art. This is an example. I mean, when you boast about Hot Toys, this is an example of what they do, and they do it all day, all night, and especially they're aware that this is a figure that's liked by a lot via movie, via collectors, and they spare no expense. I mean, even that pose that he has there with that what I would consider a fitted suit, and he's able to pull that off. That goes to show you that they thought about that when creating this figure this time around. Yeah. I'm not aware. Is the second one, or I'm sorry, the first John Wick as flexible? With this.
Well, number one, there was no reason to find out flexibility because you didn't have this bow and arrow, so nobody ever tried this pose with it.
Right.
No, but still dynamic posing. The first one was
fine. It's fine because what do you really need to do with a John Wick? Nothing special.
He's got to aim his gun. That's pretty much it.
That's it. So you don't need crazy articulation. You don't need a crazy body. But for this, the fact that you pointed that out, you know, they have to give you a different body. They have to give you a more articulated body to be able to pull that off. And the suit has to be, because if you look at the tailoring of the suit, that thing is perfect. Okay, the tailoring is perfect, but there's such a thin line between making it so perfect and making it too tight.
Yeah, that's what I was hearing.
And the fact that you could get that pose with the suit on tells you everything you need to know about the suit.
And that's why I was asking if the original had any issues like that. I know he's not really going posing, but still, you're crouching, holding the gun. You know, can he make moves?
I thought he was pretty decent from a posability point of view. Yeah. I think he had the I just don't remember.
There was nothing.
I'm definitely gonna look to pick it up now because just to have the evolution of John Wick, you know, it's a different suit, you know, different accessories, you know.
Fab, do you remember if the John Wick 2 version had double jointed elbows? Because I think that's the one thing that was a little wacky.
I mean, I never took it apart, so I'm assuming it did. Right. I don't see why it wouldn't. Right. But then again, why would they give you a double jointed body that's going to be fully covered up? You know what I mean? Because they usually take shortcuts with that and they give you a single jointed body for things that are going to be hidden. So, you know, it was perfectly fine when it came to articulation. Yeah. But when it comes to like the double jointed stuff, I don't know if it was, but it was fine. It was fine. Again, what did you really need to do with John Wick besides this, besides this, besides this, besides that? You know what I mean? Like there was nothing that he couldn't do because there was nothing fancy about it. Right? There was nothing fancy that he needed to do, like bow and arrow pose. What's
your take with the future of John Wick figure? You think we'll get another one? Because he's coming out in another movie?
So this is part 3, right? Obviously, we're getting John Wick 4. What is it, next year?
No, this is John Wick 4.
This is 4.
John Wick 4. Right. My bad. I don't know why.
Ballerina.
Right.
Ballerina is the spinoff. Yep.
Right, so we're getting another. No, John Wick 4 is the last movie.
Yes,
apparently.
But this is like a prequel.
No, but I heard that there is going to be another one apparently with him. I don't know if it's going backwards or in the future, but there's another one coming.
Well,
right now they're doing the spin-off. So right now, Ballerina, right? Because that was what everybody was. The trailer looks great, and then he shows up in the trailer, right, as Baba Yaga. So he's definitely still going to show up.
Wait, so what is it? A show or a movie?
No, it's a movie. It's called Ballerina.
Yeah, Ballerina.
With Ana de Armas, and she plays an assassin, a female assassin. Yeah, and she's going on her own revenge.
Bro.
Yeah, the trailer's out. It's not out yet, but it's coming. And the big thing is after they show off some of the action sequences, she talks about trying to be similar to the legend, and then you see John Wick, Keanu Reeves come out, and he's like, I hear you already are. So clearly they're expanding this,
That's actually an important question that Brad is asking.
Fast, where's your Joker artisan? My Joker Artisan is at Sideshow. It hasn't shipped yet. Once it ships, you'll be the first to see my video, peasant. Luch says, "Don't chip out on us hot toys with single jointed bodies."
Yeah, I remember the John Wick 2, like, because I just did that. So when you talk about posing, right, with John Wick, I wanted to have him pose with the rifle like tight up against the shoulder, which means you need the double jointed elbow.
Correct.
And you couldn't do that. It was like a single jointed elbow.
Right.
So
And that's
this
what I
looks much more flexible. Right here.
Absolutely. No, that's what I mean. When in general, right? In general, when the joints are going to be covered, usually 99% of the time, you're going to get a single jointed arm or body, because in their eyes, they know that a better quality body is a double jointed body. But to save money, they give you, and again, they save money. They're saving money, and because it doesn't have to be shown, you're never going to know unless you remove that that suit off the body, right? Yeah. When it comes to a double jointed, for those who remember the Peacemaker figure, that was supposed to be a double jointed arm. So why was that double jointed? Because the arm was exposed until they decided to make it seamless, which obviously seamless is way better than double jointed, but that's the point, right? So whenever they can hide the joints, you better believe you're going to get single jointed, because there's no need to give you anything better or more expensive or better quality for something or something better that would look aesthetically more pleasing, right? Over saving money. Let me see. Who else? All right. Mitchell says the arena is in between. Oh, okay.
Okay.
I gotta watch that trailer. I didn't even know about it. I know there was a John Wick movie, but I didn't know about that one.
Yeah, no, watch it. It looks good. It looks good.
John Wick versus Jason Bourne. Who wins? John Wick all day. John Wick all day. John Wick all day.
Jason Bourne.
Because remember, John Wick has that bulletproof suit.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
Push back my Joker Artisan to late. Artisan. Wait, which one though? You talking about purple coat? Or are you talking about imposter? Which one are you talking about? Because my purple coat's still not here, but my imposter's been here, I think 3 years. So I
feel like Brad Sideshow is punishing Brad for being such a
being an energizing peasant. That's why. That's why. Don't sugarcoat it. Tell him how it is.
You own Fabs the third party John Wick 1?
I'm going to show you.
Rudy?
I'm going to show you.
No, I don't have any of those.
I'll show you at the end.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Purple coat. Yeah, no, mine's not. It's not shipping yet. It's not shipping yet. And remember, I'm getting mine from William. So once he knows, then I'll know. We got Harold, my friend. Welcome.
Konnichiwa means what's up.
Oh my God! Wait a minute.
People got so quiet.
No, because this thing is lagging like a.
How dare you!
Sorry for that, Harold. It only took a half hour. So let's see. See, Brad. If I was William, I'd be an Indian Give and Keep It. Well, he's paid. He's paid already. Okay, he's paid in full. Okay, so that would be theft where I come from, and I don't think William has that stealing personality. Okay, so he better not. I'll sue him. This guy. All right, guys. So let's go back. Let's go back to John Wick. All right. So now, let's go to you. Who just went?
I think Nefty and I think we both went.
We both went on this, yeah.
You did. Okay. Now, Rudy. Next to Kane. Okay. Since you have Kane already. Now, is this your favorite pose? Is this what you're going to be doing to them also, or are you going to be doing something different?
No, I'm going to be doing something different.
Like what? You don't like it from the back?
I don't know yet. What happened?
You don't like it from the back like this, I'm assuming.
Stop it. Stop it. I knew you were going there.
Oh
See, that's why I was trying to be so cautious.
I don't know who would think of this pose. Hot toys. Wait.
Listen. So now Nefty, this is my full confession. You know why I missed the last 2 episodes of this delightful show that we're a part of?
No.
Because I didn't want to discuss the bat missile.
Yeah,
Because I knew these guys were such perverts. So I was like, no.
Wait. Rudy.
I'm kidding.
Rudy,
Yeah.
question. I'm going to ask the question again, but before I ask it again,
No, Diddy.
Oh my god.
So now, okay, now
This pose,
this pose is LGBTQ.
sponsor.
Oh my god, that is horrible. So wait, so now nobody has brought this up, right? I don't know how I noticed this, but it's kind of funky. So again, I don't know who took this. It says here's it's Ultra Ben. I think that's the artist, the blogger,
right?
So Ultra Ben, obviously we don't judge, right? Whatever your orientation is, God bless you. We don't, that's not why we're here. We're here judging hot toys, and obviously tonight, for the very first time ever, we're judging this pose. Ultra Ben, what made you? Not that you watch, but what were you thinking? That's my question. What were you thinking? So, Nefty, you being obviously ex police, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you were involved in, other stuff like military style stuff. Knowing that obviously John Wick is I'm not gonna say military, but it's an action movie, right? A lot of guns, a lot of weapons, a lot of blood, right? And then they turn it into Brokeback Mountain. What do you think of that?
Well, I like the fact that even Kane is posable. Kind of like Rudy. I wouldn't pose it like this, but definitely these 2 figures require a dynamic pose, man. You just can't have in museum pose. Not this figure.
Even that's just pose, not the pose.
Well, yeah, you can't have them doggy style in your.
No. Maybe let's say you turn around John Wick back to back, maybe like that. Back to back.
Right, correct. Like back to right, holding the old school guns, like that.
Yeah.
Rudy, did Kane come with his brown wooden gun? Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
So you could definitely do the dual look. Yeah, have them back to back holding the gun up. But the problem is, as cool as that is, right? Kane comes with a bunch of guns too. He comes with the sword, and John Wick comes with all that. I don't know that I would want to necessarily use that. Waste all those other accessories.
Brad, get the hell out of here, Brad.
No, but you know who will? InArt will.
Oh yeah, definitely. A 3.5-inch retracted could do better than a long, thick bruiser. This guy, unbelievable. You guys are crazy. All right, so let's see. How would you pose this, and how did you pose yours, Rudy?
So I've got mine with the jacket slightly tucked back, so it could kind of reveal the gun on the holster.
Nefty, hold on.
Right.
No, just to show you the brown gun.
Yeah, hold on.
Yeah, right there. See?
Wait, you got Kane already too?
Yeah, got him right here.
Oh, I thought you were gonna send it.
Waiting for John.
That's nice. That's a nice gun. So how do you have him posed?
So yeah, I have him with the jacket kind of tucked back behind the holster. Right, he's got the gun outstretched. He's got the gun outstretched with the shotgun on the shoulder. Right, so he's got the gun outstretched, and then he's got the rifle dangling on his back. So he's kind of fully loaded.
You put the accessory pack that you bought on top of that also, right?
Yeah. So he's got the belt with the shotgun shells and everything. He looks from like he's straight out of that scene where he's in the tunnel. So that was the go.
How come you never post your collection?
Because I'm waiting for Magic Cases.
So we could say, oh, Luch, did you hear that, Luch? Wait, let me pull up Luch. Because he said Rudy doesn't collect anything. Hold on. Let me see.
I'm actually looking forward to posing John Wick and Kane with my inner Batman.
Luch, did you hear that? So now, Nefty.
Yes.
Nefty. So the first complaint after they teased this figure, I don't know if you remember this, but they showed his hand and everybody was like, he's not missing the finger. So Hot Toys removed the picture. And now, as you can see, he's missing the finger, right? This was part of, this is part of the movie. This was not done properly for the promo pic, right? For the tease, right? For the sneak peek that they had posted. So here it is now. Do you personally feel, again, remember that we're going for accuracy, right? So do you think that it would have been a deal breaker to not get this hand like this? Or do you think that because of how the figure turned out to look, that we could have been perfectly fine without the missing finger? Or do you think it's necessary?
You needed the missing finger. And you could probably attribute that early pictures that we saw without the missing finger, just business. They wanted to get the figure out. Who knows what's going behind the scenes with Hot Toys? I mean, look what you brought up earlier about the trooper that's come out right now. I actually went back and I looked at Hot Toys this time last year, and as they get close to their New Year's event, they want to put out much. I guess lock the books in, get all the money, the quick money they can get, because that New Year's event that they celebrate, it's kind of like a period that what is it, by middle of January, we're like, where are the figures?
Well, it feels like half of the first quarter is like gone. You know what I mean?
They don't announce anything. They don't release anything. So it's like,
now we attribute it to obviously to their New Year's event. Now, obviously, now we're past the COVID era. A lot of people already have rebounded. Could that still be the case? Maybe not as long of a drought. They're going to celebrate the holidays, but it's all about the mighty dollar, And I don't know.
I feel like this year they started doing something new.
Mm-hmm.
They saw the success in it, and they're just gonna. I feel like it's just gonna ramp it up, because, like I said, the moment they started doing those 1,200, 1,500, the moment that artisan Anakin came out, I knew it was game over. And they could only give us more next year.
Yeah, even if you look at that what I call the drought period that we had, even in this year, they've made up as we come to almost to the end of the year. They've made up with we're like, please hold back.
I didn't feel no drought.
January. Everybody's expecting a figure, but it's the holiday month for them, and we don't see it. We don't see nothing popping out, and then
but you're gonna see like what they did this year, which was all those events, right? Like they did that Dark Side event where they released how many Star Wars figures,
right? And now it's not even done yet. Remember, you got the fifth brother, the third sister, so they're not even done yet with that.
Yeah. So you can see it with the troopers that they're looking to bank in the last figures to close the book for the year. And go into their holidays and waiting to I guess drop whatever's coming up 2026, right? Because 2025 is already spoken for.
I got a question from Carlos for you guys as well. He says a good question is, will Hot Toys make a ballerina figure to complement John Wick? So
John Wick is connected to it.
Well, so here's my thing, right? My answer to you, Carlos, is I don't know anything. I haven't even seen the trailer, so I can't even say anything. So go ahead.
I don't know. I mean, I think it depends, right? Because it goes back to this whole thing. You don't know with Hot Toys, because John Wick, they skipped John Wick 3, right? They could have maybe there were licensing issues, but you would be surprised, right? They could have done the Halle Berry character with a couple of dogs, or even a John Wick with the dogs from that desert scene. Right, and they skipped it, and then they went to John Wick 4. So I don't think there's a guarantee.
Kingdom would ever have that John Wick with dogs? No,
I don't remember, to be honest. The John Wick with the dogs. I don't remember anybody making them, but I could be wrong, right? I'd like them to make it because I think it's a series that people really like. So I think it's going to depend on how the movie does. And again, is it a figure they can pack with accessories, right? If they can pack it with accessories, the movie does well, and people start asking for it. I could see Hot Toys doing it.
This guy's unbelievable. What do you think, Nefty?
Regarding this statement, the President Edition, I think that's a good idea.
No, the ballerina figure.
Oh my God.
I know. No, the ballerina figure, it's going to depend on how successful the movie is. I mean, I say John Wick is attached to it, so it's going to already bring in a fan base. And if they keep it true to the John Wick extraordinary style of gunfights, it'll be a hit. And yeah, we could see. I mean, we do have Kane. I mean, Kane is a well-known character to Hot Toys, right? We got him from was it Rogue One, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Which one?
The
actor, Donnie Yen. Right?
Donnie Yen.
Cheer it in.
So I mean, we would have to wait to see if it's going to be successful. I mean, right now it's starting out on the right foot because it is connected to John Wick. But you know, it's look what's happening. I don't know if you've seen on social media people talking about Gladiator 2.
He said, "Do you guys call him John Wick?" Unbelievable. Oh man. All right. So Rudy, 1 to 10.
10.
Right? This thing is perfect. Are you gonna pose him like this at all? Because I like him like this.
I like it with those things, but John Wick, I think guns. So I think
but like I said, you already have the regular one with guns, right? How many John Wicks with guns do you need?
No, but I might do something. There's a great picture that somebody had with a gun where he's got these around his neck.
Yes,
yeah, it's one of these.
He's got
pictures.
the sword. He's got the sword. He's still holding the gun.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm probably. I want to have like as many accessories on
this. Like
this, bro.
This one.
Look everything there.
That is awesome.
That's cool. See, I would do something like that just to keep it nice and gaudy with everything on.
Right. That's cool.
See, look at that.
That's what I'm saying. Like the reload shot with the.
I'm telling you, they're going around the neck, and he's holding the sword and the shotgun.
Yep. With John Wick, right? Otherwise, he's just a guy in a suit. And yes, we know who it is, but it's all the weapons. That's what makes him. So these shots with him holding the sword, the guns, that's cool.
Is that magnetic or is that a Jedi lightsaber hook? They give him a Jedi lightsaber hook.
Oh,
I would give this figure. I gotta see first before I can rate this figure because doesn't meet the Jazz Inc. height requirement. Is it off?
Get out of here, Nefty. Go away. Go away.
He's trying to see if it fits in the bat missile.
Let's go. Doesn't meet the high standard of Jazz Inc. feet height requirement.
And one thing you guys didn't even notice, one thing you guys didn't even pay attention to. Do you see this pose here? You guys didn't even realize he's so badass. He's using the bow as a shield. Look at that.
Yeah.
How sick is that?
No, but this figure is definitely a 10, man. I'm looking forward to getting it, and I'm gonna jump on the 2. I'm gonna do research because I suspect people have done updated sculpts even for that John Wick 2 that Hot Toys did. So
and look, Nefty, you can get him. Don't jump onto these $500 things. You can get him for a good deal now. I've seen people putting them up every now and then. If you just pay attention to the groups, you can get them for a solid deal and not overpay.
Yeah, do not think of paying anywhere under $600. So
I'm gonna just jump out for 2 seconds.
Go ahead.
Sun is arriving, so
go ahead.
I'm gonna leave the camera on.
All right, go ahead. No, you're not. I just took them off. And then you hear like all the background noise and stuff.
Oh man.
All right. So now, Rudy, if you had to make any changes, look at how gorgeous that is.
No, that looks great, man.
Look at that. Anybody who has a problem with this head sculpt, you belong to Jazz Inc. And
No, you know what the problem is with the head sculpts? It's because I was thinking about this too, because I was looking at some of these third-party figures that I got recently and some of the newer Hot Toys. We're spoiled. We are spoiled. We've talked about this before. Like when you look at the figures that came out that we were all going after. Remember the Hot Toys Aliens figures? Everybody was paying like $600 for those on the secondary market. And you look at them now, they look like dolls. They look like dolls. The heads look like oversized.
The Marines,
the Colonial Marines.
People were spending stupid money on those things, and they look like crap.
Right. And people were still, because at the time, those were the most amazing things we got. And now we're like, because I saw somebody nitpick on something. It was on one of the Facebook groups. They were saying the skin tone, the color on the skin tone was a little too like dark
Racist.
On something. I don't know if it was even this figure, but it was like you're
Racist.
looking at it. It was basically, and then they were saying the freckles are a little off, and I'm like, we're talking about freckles. Get out of here. No, but get out of here. You know, it's like these figures are amazing. Exactly. They really are, right? And it's like we've gotten to the point now where we're like nitpicking and look, I'm guilty of it too at times, but we're nitpicking every little detail instead of just appreciating that we're getting a figure of these kind of high standards that we're getting, right? Hot Toys is knocking it out of the park right now. Some of these other companies are doing great work. It's just we're a little spoiled, I think, as collectors lately.
See, I think I agree with that because I've said that before, so don't copy me. But what I've said also was that you have to be critical to a certain extent of these things because we pay so much for these things.
Yeah.
Right. And, you know, I'm not talking about bashing it, right? I'm not talking about like, you know, Jazz Inc. in art style bashing stuff, right? I'm talking about like, if you don't like something, why not point it out, right? There's nothing wrong with that. But it's like, what bothers me is how they try to compare, right? Oh, this one's better than this one, right? Meanwhile, number one, they don't even have the figure, right? Number two, they compare things that don't even make sense, right? That's why when I did my imposter Joker video, I didn't include the inner Joker in there. It's an unfair comparison,
right?
Period. I wouldn't do it, and that's why I didn't do it, right? Maybe when the purple coat comes in, I'll compare those two. One is obviously my innard is sculpted and the purple coat Hot Toys is rooted. So obviously I'm not going to be comparing the hair, but the head sculpt, the materials used, the tailoring, right? The accessories.
Look, I think that's a fair comparison though. And again, right? Like I don't think it's necessarily bashing, but I think it's a fair comparison to look at two products that are pretty expensive because both, right? They're the high-end products. You're getting the artisan now and the in-art, which is, you know, billed as a very high-end product. And just comparing them, I think that's fair to do and say, look, this company used this material, this company used that material. The weapons on this look a little bit different. I think it's fair. No, because ultimately that's what we do, right? We put out these videos, and most of the time, if somebody, you know, watches them, they might just want to look at the pictures and say, okay, how do they look? And then people decide for themselves, right?
And what's even more fair, okay, is the fact that when the inner Joker came out, the previous Hot Toys Joker was 10 years old. So
right, that's an unfair comparison.
Correct. So people were comparing that. Everybody was like, "Oh, this is so much better." Of course it is. It's 10 years old.
Right.
The inner just came out last year. Now that you have the Hot Toys Joker.
Now that's a fair comparison.
That is a very fair comparison because it's only about a year apart.
Right.
So that's how you'll always know that inner will get destroyed by Hot Toys every single time. So always understand that. It doesn't mean you can't like inner. I always say it and I will always say it. It doesn't mean that you can't like inner. It has nothing to do with liking it. It'll never be better than Hot Toys. It just won't be. And I'm going to tell you why. If people saw the eagerness of InArt trying to improve, trying to make the customers happy, trying to make their fans happy, trying to figure out ways to keep them happy, nobody's happy with the way they process their batches and how they get their figure. And some people are 2 figures behind right now. They haven't gotten something that they were supposed to get.
Like look, I got the Harry Potter figure before people even got the Batman. Like Nefty just got his Batman.
That's
right, and then people still haven't gotten the Aragorn, which came out before, right? Granted, I think the Potter figure was a smaller batch for people that ordered, but the fact that people are still delayed by how many months, and you're still not getting it, and my only thing, again, having the in-art product in hand, it's a good product, right? I like the product. I don't think it's a Hot Toys killer, and I don't think it's worth the money, but it's a good product. For what you're getting. Again, if it had been cheaper, I'd be saying it's an excellent product, but it's solid. But it's not a Hot Toys killer, right? And again, to your point, it's like the batch system. The batch system is, why is it that people are getting these figures months before, right? Yes, Hot Toys has done that, right? Captain America, one of the Captain America figures, people were delayed because of batches, but we were right in the midst of COVID. And the fact that they haven't even, that InArt hasn't figured it out on a normal kind of operations point of view, that's a huge issue.
Well, that's my point. It's not about figuring anything out. It's very simple. The problem is, I think their business model is exactly what they're doing and why they're doing it like this, for that reason. Because if anything happens, when they're already 2 figures ahead and you're just getting, your figure now, and they're already 2 ahead, what can you possibly do about getting your figure late as hell, damaged, broken, whatever?
Right.
So I think that's part of the plan, so people complain less and people have no way of taking some type of action when it comes to anything damaged, anything missing, anything like that. I think that's part of the plan. I think that's what I don't think they're stupid. I don't think they're dumb where they can't figure this out. Again, they come from J&D. It's not like they have to, figure anything new out. It's not they're going from, starting from scratch. Has nothing to do with any of that. So it's not like they can't figure it out. They don't want to figure it out for a reason.
Right. And actually, the one thing that I know is coming up on Saturday, and at least on the chat, was I don't think we've seen InArt go on anybody's streams recently, right? After the debacle with the Joker, with the Hot Toys coming out with the cheaper Joker, I don't think they've gone on anyone's streams, right? It's been like radio silence, other than a couple of social media posts. So,
well, I could tell you, I don't know. Obviously, I wouldn't know, but I could tell you this: if that is true and that is happening, that is the best thing they could do for themselves. Mm-hmm. If they're going to be about a product, be about the product, right? Exactly. Don't try to take a shortcut by coming in with YouTubers to try to push this stuff, because it's a shortcut. That's all it is. You're not trying to prove anything to the customer, to the buyer, to the fan with the product. You're just trying to make sales by shoving it down people's throats on people's streams, right? So that already looks bad. So if they're not talking to nobody, if they're not hanging out with nobody, that's the best thing they could do, because they shouldn't have to begin with, right? What did I say from the beginning? Obviously, you guys may not remember, but I'm going to tell you what I said in the beginning. If they were in it for the long run, they would have ended that 3-day pre-order window for that Joker when they said they were going to do it. Because guess what? It shows that they're about their word. It shows that they want to give us value, because the moment you cut off that pre-order window, even if it's 100 pieces that you got orders for, guess what? That's the order. So if you come in here pretending, which is what they did, they pretended that we were going to get a certain amount of time to pre-order, to force people to pre-order, to then be like, oh, just kidding. That to me was, number one, like I said, that was the biggest scumbag move they could have ever done, because it shows that they're in it only for the money. They're not in it for the figure. They're not in it to give us value, because guess what? The moment they don't cut off that pre-order window in 3 days or 2 days like they said they were gonna, that kills the value in the figure, because it would have been even more limited by then. So again, it shows us they're not looking to give us value at all. And I understand the business side. Yeah, if they got 100 orders, it's not beneficial for them to accept 100 orders. They're making no money on 100 orders. That's what you need, more than that. So I understand that, right? But as a company,
we just lost you, Fabs.
Hot Toys go
John-
on stream with anybody
You're back.
because the figure sells itself, right?
Yeah.
Besides, all we look at is pictures, right? We don't even see videos of these figures in action. We don't see them posing them in a video where you see nothing. It's always pictures, and we fall in love with these things over pictures. Okay,
Right.
so again, why does that happen? From the years of experience that Hot Toys has. Why does it in art do that? Because there's no experience there. That's the difference. That's where they fail. Because they could have easily started like any other company. The only difference is, besides a third party and them, is they're already licensed. So they don't even have to get with the third party. They're already above the third party. So what's the problem? It's just laziness to take as much money as possible, as easy as possible, and then on to the next one. And whatever happens, screw you, because it's not our problem. I feel like 100%, and I think 100% that is the business model, because it doesn't make sense. How are you gonna be recognized as the Hot Toys killer, but your customers hate you? Everybody, yo, where's my figure? Where's my figure? Everybody's got their figure 6 months, 8 months ago. Where's my figure?
Look, I think you're right. The best thing they could do right now is go radio silent. Because listen, that's what Hot Toys does, right? They don't need to go on social media or on streams at this point. Let the product sell itself. They've already cornered a couple of good IPs that people are very excited about.
That's another thing.
Put those out,
Correct. That's what I keep saying. Make it about the figures, meaning the characters that you pick.
Yeah.
Because there are a bunch of different IPs that Hot Toys hasn't touched that people would love. Harry Potter being one of them.
Yeah. Lord of the Rings. Look at Joker J, right? Joker J loves those figures, and they look great.
My take on it is, if you care to know, is that I think that NR should keep the model that they had in the beginning, getting on social media. And this is the reason why. Because I know the conversation is saying, don't do that. I'm saying to do it. Exploit it. It's there to be exploited. Social media is everything now. People go viral. I mean, I know this is not about going viral.
Absolutely.
But I'm like this.
Nobody's saying don't use social media, though.
Right. Well, I say this. All the YouTubers that they were going with and talking to, continue. Make it worse. Negative attention is still attention. Any type of attention is attention.
No.
Listen.
Not for a young company like that. Not for a young company like that.
If NR has failed to sell their Jokers, their Superman, their Batman, that has their market, have they failed in selling those items? No. Well, that means what they have been doing is working. Continue. Rock the boat. Absolutely. Be the Maverick.
See, but I think what you're seeing with them changing direction a little bit, right? With kind of limiting the social, is maybe that things. It's not that they weren't necessarily working or not working, but they were catching a lot of heat, right? The moment, but look,
good. That's good attention.
But you know why it's not good? Because we as collectors hold all these companies to these very high standards. Right. So the moment NR comes out and tells you have to pay over $1,000 because the license holder is telling you this is my hands are tied. Correct. I have to charge you $1,500 and give you 3 Jokers. And then Hot Toys comes in quietly and says, here, $300, $350, same Joker. It makes them look like idiots. That's exactly what happened.
My question to you is this. Given that has happened, fact that they've gotten heat for what they did.
Yeah.
Has it hurt their sales?
Absolutely.
Well, at least for that figure, baby.
Hold on. How do you know? How do you know that they're making their quota? How do you know that those numbers, that the numbers that they're selling are exactly the numbers they want? You don't know that. So just because they're making sales doesn't mean that they're doing what they want to do or how big they want to be. That makes no sense.
The answer to your question, I don't know, but I know one thing. We're talking about NR.
Right. Yeah. So
talking about me.
But here's the thing, too, right? Like I've pre-ordered NR products, right? I've got the Paul Atreides on order. I've got the other Harry Potter figures.
Hold on.
And they've teased all these other ones. So yeah.
Good for you, Rudy. Attaboy. Order the NR. Continue, sir.
No,
Good for
but I didn't order those figures because John went on stream
Right.
and
No.
told
no.
me, you know, I'm doing.
Correct.
They put out the pictures, and
Yes.
I did exactly like I do with my Hot Toys figures, with my Damn Toys figures, right?
Yep.
Like I look at the pictures, and if it's a product I like from an IP I like, I ordered it. I didn't decide to buy those figures
I agree with
because
that.
he went on the stream.
I agree that. You know what
Correct.
you were? An adult. You
Right.
fought for yourself. You saw what it is. But I'm gonna say, man, I'm not a PR guy. But bad news, good news. You're talking about the brand.
No. That's what you hear. That's what you hear for like you know.
Oh,
Oh, there we
John
go.
When you're selling a product, you can't be getting bad mouth because your product is shit. You can't. That's not good. You could think it's good, and because somebody's talking about badly about a company, I don't know how you would think that's good in any way, especially when you're selling a product. That doesn't work for that. If you're talking about a person that is, for example, somebody in Hollywood, and they're getting arrested because of drugs, they're getting arrested because of drunk driving, that gives them more of an edge in that world of Hollywood than who look at that guy, blah blah blah. You'll see them end up, whether it's more tabloids, more this, more that. That's beneficial to that type of situation. When I'm selling a product, right? Picture me, I'm in there and I'm selling your product, and my product is garbage every time. Garbage, and everybody's talking about me. The product's garbage. How do you think that's good for me? In any way, explain.
No, it's not.
Exactly. So it's not about talking about it. It's how you speak on the company. Again, Hot Toys isn't perfect.
Yeah.
People bash Hot Toys all the time. Hot Toys is still king.
Well,
Inner is a different world. Go ahead.
You make a lot of sense, but I will not see the light. And I'm going to hold my ground to this. That's how it is. We have to have this opposite in the show. We got to have this dynamic. You say left, I say right. Why? Why not? It's the beauty of this country.
Wait, so does that make me Joker J in this conversation?
Seriously?
Try to keep the peace?
In this, it goes back to a Rudy. Rudy, you hear the bad things. You analyze it as an adult, as a consumer, and so do I. But by all means, Fabs, I hear the negativity. Of course, I'm going to pay mindful to it. And if I have a young Padawan collector, I would advise him, yo, just chill. They're having issues, and these are the issues.
But here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. This is what I will never understand. Mm-hmm. And this is your situation specifically.
Oh, here we go.
Let's go.
And again, he's said it plenty. He said it plenty, so there's nothing new, right? He said it. I'll never come out of I'll never see the light. It is what it is. He loves to buy the garbage. That's his problem, right? My thing is, how does your brain operate when I get it? First vehicle problem. All right, cool. First one. Second vehicle. All right. Who knows? All right. It could happen. It could happen.
Yeah.
Third vehicle. All right. Let's say 3 times a charm. That was a fluke. Fourth vehicle. Fifth vehicle. Sixth vehicle. Seventh. Like, when do you say, wait a minute? Like, this is not cool.
Right. Let me just clear something up too. Now, I have had every issue with Jazz Inc. and every time he's solved it. Now, the issues that I've had have been little, they've been broken pieces, but nothing that
minor stuff. Right.
Yeah. So my question, and I do not want to find out the answer. What would happen? What would happen when I fall into that category that this is too big it's too big that you just can't fix it, and now I got to ship it. Now that's a $400 one way, $400 another way.
No, but he pays for that. He pays for that.
He pays for that.
You don't have to worry about that. You don't have to worry.
Everything he's mailed it because they've been small piece, and I've had to swap it out, and whatever.
Yeah.
But
look, my take with him, and I don't think this is up for debate, right? Even for you, Fabs, right? I think we've seen it. He stands behind his product. Sometimes he defends it a little too much, I think, but he does stand by does stand by his product, and he does give you customer support for it, right? You've got to acknowledge that he does that. He takes care of the customer, right? And look, ultimately, when you were unboxing your 89, right, you were happy. And I think that's what
Oh,
ultimately matters, right? As long as you're happy,
Yeah.
that's fine. Like for me, my experience with Jazz Inc., it wasn't an issue with the vehicle
Rudy,
itself, right?
before you
Oh,
continue,
go ahead.
what did you say about Nefty about the unboxing? He was what?
He was very happy.
Wait. He was what?
He wasn't happy.
He was not happy at all. He was so nervous. He was like, "Oh my god!"
Absolutely. Well, because I kept it true to form that I didn't even peek in the box. The only thing that I learned minutes or like 20 minutes before we went on live is that it had these straps, these zip ties that are underneath the box, underneath the vehicle. And I'm telling you, they're like 3 inches thick. And dude, for me to pop that, if I would have done that live, it would have been there 1 hour, man.
But that's what the people wanted to see now.
Correct.
They wanted to see you struggling.
Exactly. They wanted.
I am not a YouTuber.
They wanted to see you sweat like me.
But
we
listen,
got a super chat from Luch. Let me read this real quick. Veteran here. I have the original Colonial Marines, and I did a total transformation on them. Updated head sculpt and body, so you pretty much ruined them. Thank you for that, my friend. Thank you for that. Thank you for letting them know your veteranness, because you just ruined classics. Unbelievable. See what I mean, guys? Do you see what I mean? This is what he talks about all the time. I'm a veteran body swapper, but he ruins figures.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
No, thank you, bro.
No, you.
No, thank you, bro.
Thank you.
No, thank you, bro.
No, seriously, you.
No, seriously, thank you, bro.
No, for real, you.
No, thank you.
Fabs, these are Hot Toys Colonial Marines?
Yeah, they did them a long time ago. As kids.
How many they did?
Stop.
They did. Hold on, give me a second.
That many?
Nefty. They did like 4.
Oh, that's it? That's it. That's almost everybody.
Yeah, but they look like you don't want them.
Terrible.
Yeah, you don't want them.
Look, at the time, everybody was all excited. This is Drake. Hold on. Look at that face.
Okay.
With my terrible camera, but look, the kit is
look
decent.
at the Rocky and Rambo arms.
Yeah, they're like rubber, orange, and
That's
everything.
the old school arms.
Yo, but that bodysuit, man, looks nice, man.
Well, the kit looks good, but it'd be great to see a company do them now.
No one's ever updated the sculpt, third parties and stuff.
Never.
No.
Nobody. All right, guys, the next topic, we got this beauty, Kaisa or whatever the hell she's called, from League of Legends. She's finally out, as you can see. That was another figure that I feel like came out pretty quickly. I feel like she was just announced a few months ago, if I'm not mistaken. The fact that she's out is pretty crazy. The first picture I don't like already because she looks kind of pregnant. But besides that, it's an okay figure. It's a lot of detail, I can tell you that. It looks kind of cheap, in my opinion.
Yeah.
For some reason, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the type of body, the texture, or something like that. It reminds me of that alien girl. Remember you guys remember that alien girl by Hot Toys?
Yeah.
Remember that crappy?
It reminds me of the lower half of Batgirl that we got from Hot Toys.
Yes, the Arkham. Yep.
Yeah, it looked 2 toys. I mean, I own it.
Yeah, exactly, like toys, like very toys, exactly.
Yeah.
It looks kind of cheap. I mean, the detail's crazy. The detail's there. The accessories, it is what it is. These things on top of her, I don't even know what they're supposed to be. I think they're wings. It looks like.
Yeah.
But even the head sculpt, right, looks great, but it looks like a toy overall.
Because it's like an animated, right? It's a video game look, so it adds to that.
It has a big following, and I know Hot Toys is jumping on that as well. It's not going to be heavy here in the States. But
It doesn't even look like it. It looks nice. Look how weird it looks standing. Like, who really stands like that with the knee in and the foot out? Nah, I'm telling you, there's something funky about it. Yeah, I don't like it. I'm glad I didn't get into this line whatsoever because I don't know anything about it.
Yeah,
So with this, I am marked safe from buying Hot Toys, because this looks cool. I like this look here. I like it with the mask on. That looks really badass. It looks like some type of transformed, like a Beetleborg type thing. You know what I mean? Like something fancy like that. Look at that. The mask is cool. Overall, nah. Rudy, what do you like about it? What do you dislike about it? And how many did you get?
I just don't know the IP, right? League of Legends. It's like the that Arcane figure that got announced last week too, the Jinx. Right. That one looks better though. That one I actually kind of thought looked cool. But this one, I just don't know the video game, and it looks a little too bizarre for me.
Yeah,
I just don't know where it would fit in.
It looks funky, and even the pictures look at this. Like, this does not look good at all here. You know what I mean? Like, this sticks out a lot. Like, I don't know. It looks funky. There's something about it.
It's like the body, because they have all the exposed joints, which I sometimes don't mind on figures, but because they kind of went with a hard plastic, it looks like, and everything is jointed.
Hard plastic. Yep.
It makes it look a little awkward.
Yep. That hard plastic killed the whole figure. Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Because that's what
What's
makes
the
it
price
look.
of this?
Price probably $260.
Wow, because that's all.
No, it's a lot of detail, but it's like, if you don't know this, does it look good on the shelf? I don't know. I'm assuming it will. You know what I mean?
I don't know. Even for me though, like we looked at some of those other figures that have been based on video games that look better. This is going for it doesn't a 265, Nefty.
Yeah, 265.
I don't know.
Yeah, see, he makes a good point. I was just gonna say, it reminds me of Alita a little bit, especially
looks like Alita.
Like the arms, especially. And he says, Molda says, they just wanted to use that Alita body again. Yeah, that makes sense. I literally was just thinking about that. I'm like, why does he look like Alita? Like the arms.
When I saw it the first time, I hadn't seen the name of it, and I thought it was a variant of Alita, and then I saw it was League of Legends. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, it's that video game. Moldas, welcome. Welcome. Nefty. 1 to 10. And how many did you buy?
I got no interest in this, but it's a beautiful figure, but it looks too toyish. I'm aware of League of Legends as a video game, and there's a lot of characters in there. They want to go crazy with that line, but it's not for me.
And what they have 2 up now, or this one and another one went up?
In the video game, there is a lot of freaking characters you can do that.
Let me see. Oh my God, this peasant. Welcome. Look at you. Wait, let me say hello.
Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa means what's up.
Welcome, peasant man. Peasant man. I agree. It looks toyish. Yeah, no, it's funky. I mean, whoever gets it, enjoy it. But it's not something that is appealing. At least
even that picture that you had where she's got, like, I guess those power blades, those look really like
cheap.
Like something, they look cheap. Yeah. They look like something you would have gotten with an old school figure, like 6 scale.
Yeah, I don't know.
Figure.
I think this is like off. I think this is quick money for them. All these figures are going to be quick money for them. But at the same time, it's like, but think about this. At the same time, it's like, look how much detail is going to all this thing.
There's some engineering that went into this, though. Even the effect pieces and everything. It's not like a simple figure.
Right. Correct. It's got a lot going on.
I think they're banking on an appeal overseas, right, to their market. This is not something that's necessarily. I think Nefty was right. This is not something that's necessarily going to appeal to us, right? Because unless I don't know, I don't know if League of Legends is big here in the States.
Well, being racist doesn't really help because you don't like anime.
Reminds me of Jack Sparrow.
Oh my God.
Oh man.
Tuli says, Joker J, how dare you?
We're talking.
It's true. It is 100% true.
No. What was the thing? No. We're 6 scale, articulated, collectible piece collectors. I think somebody said that, and I forget what they said, but it was phenomenal. It was funny.
Guys,
Nefty.
How many Grogu's you guys have in your collection?
15. Rudy, did you talk about this or no?
No, I didn't get a chance.
You didn't. Okay, we're gonna go over real quick. What about you, Nefty? Did you?
No, I did not.
You didn't. Okay,
I saw the series. Not getting into this figure. This one is really beautiful. I like it. It's true to the animation because it's on Netflix. Anyone can watch it. Beautiful figure. But I'm not getting in this line. No,
you're not at all. If you were to rate this 1 to 10, and which one out of the 2 is your favorite head sculpt?
I would say the smiling one. Reminds me of Harley Quinn. Yep. And I would say, given the show and what I've seen, it's a mirror image, so it's perfect. It's perfect.
Yeah, no, she looks really good. And how do you feel about the tattoos on the body?
Everything about this is amazing. What I want to get into this line. I just saw the first two season of the show. Enjoyed it, but not for me.
And guys, I'm going to show you something you guys probably didn't even notice. And this is why you guys come here to watch The Veteran. They've reused Anakin's robotic hand here. Look at that. They used the middle finger of his hand in her hand. Rudy, so if you had to buy this, right? What would be the key things that would make you want to buy it, right? And what are your dislikes, and which head sculpt is your favorite?
So I actually like so this was one of those that I knew nothing about, and as soon as Hot Toys released the pictures, I went to Netflix and I started watching the trailers, and I watched the first episode. I was like, wow, this is actually pretty good. Right. And then I was like, I know I stopped watching because that's the problem, right? I'm going to watch the show. I'm going to like it. And then I'm going to say, here you go, Hot Toys. Here's $265. So I'm saving myself from that, because if the show is good, it's going to be an appealing figure. Right. That's kind of the way I approach things. I like the serious look, actually.
You do.
I like the serious look. I do. I like both. I think they look great, but I like the serious look. It looks intense. It looks like there's a little intensity.
The color combo, it looks nice too on it, you know?
All the colors.
Yeah.
Blue, yeah.
The braids too. And it's got that funky detail. Like even she's got a bandage on the knee, right? That looks a little like over exaggerated.
Yeah,
right?
No, but it's like a cartoonish band-aid too.
But at the same time, it's kind of
exactly.
It's kind of But at the same time, it's kind of like one of those. It's just there's so much detail on this, right? The weapons too. That shark rocket launch. I have no idea what that is.
Right.
But I'm like, this is one of those where I have to stop myself, because again, it's like, where would this fit into my collection? I don't know that it would fit in at all.
Now,
then you start justifying it to myself. I'm like, well, if I get this, if I get these other figures, maybe it starts fitting in together, and that's the problem.
You're trying to justify it.
And it's funny because I have a category that this would fall into, but it's missing one thing. I have a gaming category. All games that I've played in the past, the figures, God of War, Assassin's Creed, The Last of Us. But this, I haven't played this game, so.
Right, and this isn't even on the game, right? This is based on the show, which makes it
League of Legends
that much more, right? That much more, at least attainable, like something that you can actually watch. Because I'm not going to play the game, right? So,
now, question for you guys: did you guys notice that the braids are wired?
No.
Yeah, I did. That's cool.
Crazy. Look how long these things are. Look how you could shape them going forward, shape them going backwards. Really, really nice. Again, very thin figure too. That body's very, very thin, but it looks incredible. I can't see. I'm never gonna see what the tattoos look like on the skin, because I'm never gonna buy this. Maybe I'll get it like you somehow somewhere. But I want to see how they're doing those tattoos and that type of body. Because it looks like it would be, not silicone. I don't think it's silicone, but I think it's the same type of body that they used for which figure is it? It's not the WB100 Wonder Woman, because she's silicone. I'm trying to think which is like the type of body that they used. I'm trying to see what other figure. Do you guys remember what other figure came out like this?
With exposed arms like this would be what the Valkyrie.
See, I don't have Valkyrie yet.
The Lady Thor, the Mighty Thor, maybe.
Yeah, but the Mighty Thor was like a different.
It was just the arms. It was a little bit.
Yeah, but I think that might be the. See,
I'm trying to think. Hold on, let me go back.
Because Lady Thor's arms were muscular, right? They were shaped like muscle. Right?
Yeah, no, they were a little defined.
But I don't think it's the same material, though. That's the problem.
What about Rey from Star Wars?
Rey? No.
She was
skinny body.
Yeah, she was thinner than this.
Okay.
Hold on. Let's see.
It was different. It was a different style of body.
I mean, it's not the X23, because the X23, right?
No, that's totally different. Yeah, that's totally
silicone arms.
No, so it's got to be a new body for this. And let me check something real quick. Does it say anywhere newly developed body? Because it doesn't look like it is. Doesn't look like it. It's saying any of that. 200 blah 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 Detailed weapons, screen accurate designs. Yeah, it doesn't say anything about.
No, it says it. So on Sideshow, it says, based on Arcane Season 2 and features 2 interchangeable face sculpts that showcase their expressions
right
with exceptional likeness, as well as a newly developed body.
Oh, there you
with
go.
Seamless design from neck to arms in silicone material.
There you go. Oh, so it's silicone. So there you go.
It is silicone, yeah.
So I want to see how they're doing the tattoos on the silicone. That's awesome.
Right.
That is awesome.
Right.
That's gonna be freaking.
Imagine they do a Joker like that. Tattoos all
No,
over.
a comic version Joker
Yes.
with that body, because it would be all white too. Sick.
Yeah.
Nefty, 1 to 10.
Oh, I'll say you 10 this one easily. It's beautiful. The colors combination, even at the accessories, everything from the boots to the hair, everything is perfect on this figure.
So you're getting 2.
No, I'm not getting it. But this is gonna have a nice shelf appearance for people that.
Yeah, it's very colorful. It definitely pops.
Mhm.
You know. Rudy, 1 to 10, and how many are you getting?
10, and I'm gonna resist this one. I'm gonna try to resist getting this one.
It's like I'm gonna try to not collect for one.
Listen, I'm not listening. I've got to stay away from Joker J because he's already like, oh, this looks great, and we have those side conversations where he's like, yeah, it's good, and I start convincing myself. I don't blame Joker. We're all adults, but
you think it's gonna be one and done with this line?
Say it again.
A one and done with this line?
Is she the main character?
Mm-hmm.
Possibly.
And it depends on how this figure does.
Correct.
If this figure sells well for them, then I could see them going.
Yeah, because if it's for example the League of Legends like line, right? They're gonna do just all the characters or any multiple characters, because there's like 50 or 100 and some I heard. So they're gonna be very picky about. They're probably looking at what the most popular ones are, what the most what the ones that the people like the most are, right? With this, again, I don't know anything about it. So the reason I ask if it's the main character is because obviously they would usually start off with the main character, right? And then go from there if it does well. So because I don't know anything of this, I wanted to know if it's the main character. So if it's just like Rudy said, depending on how this does, that's when they'll decide to give us more. Let me see what else you guys say. We got Barry. How are you, my friend?
I'm doing.
Has a 200 silicone. Oh, okay, there you go. Yeah, I did see the tattoo. I didn't know her body was silicone because I don't have her yet. So look at that.
Do you collect?
This is not that one. Not that one. But she'll be coming home soon. Because you know why I don't have her yet? Because I was too busy getting 2 Lady Thors and 2 regular Thors, so I could have 4 of the same figure twice.
See,
instead of getting Valkyrie.
See, this is why I don't collect doubles, because then I'd be doing that and I'd miss out on a Valkyrie. So you got to go back.
No. Oh, absolutely. I have to complete that line, and she's the only one missing. But that's why I did that with what? I did it with the Thor. I did it with Valkyrie. I did it with Lady Thor. I did it with the D23 Spider-Man. Right. I just got him. I had the Avengers Campus one, the original one from years ago. So I do that a lot, and I don't do it like I have to do this before I move on. No, it's just like it's this like thing that doesn't let me like relax until I get it. You know what I mean? Like I have to get that second look. I can't have that head sculpt sitting in the box being wasted because it drives me insane. So until that's done, and it's not like on purpose. It's not like, let me just go get another one first. I'll go back to that. No, that's first because they can't sit there in the box like it's not happening. So once that's over, then I can continue. Yo, it's crazy. It's crazy. Rob says She-Hulk. She-Hulk is in Australia still. I don't know what's going on. Taking a long, long time.
Yo, she's expensive. I was checking out Toys for Kiddles, and she's like going for. They have her for.
Who? Toys
for Kiddles has her.
No.
She-Hulk for.
Oh, She-Hulk. I thought you meant like Valkyrie because she's cheap on.
No, but She-Hulk is like $560 right now on their site.
Oh, really?
It's expensive.
Yeah, no, I didn't know that. But she has to be expensive because number one, I can tell you they didn't make many. Number two, I can tell you that is a very special, different figure that we're going to get ever, right? How many characters are females that are that big that look like that? None. So that is going to be a classic figure to have. It's a super basic figure, but it's going to be a classic because once she's gone, you're going to start seeing people, oh my God, I need her. Oh my God, I need her. And obviously she's going to appear. I mean, actually, no, she's not. I keep saying that. And I don't think she's ever going to come out unless they do a CGI version of her at some movie, so they don't have to hire somebody. What do you think?
They're probably going to recast. They're probably going to recast that role.
They have to.
Given the conflicts, right? Like, because if they want She-Hulk to still be a character in the Avengers movies, I think the actress has kind of muddied the waters a lot.
Yeah, she's done.
Yeah.
So that's the thing, So I don't think she's gonna, especially that one specifically that we got right from the She-Hulk show. She's done. That's it. We're never gonna get anything from her again. We're never gonna get that head sculpt ever again. So that's another reason why that's a classic now, right? Yep. That's a figure that you are never gonna get it ever again for any reason because the actress is gone. The actor, for that role is gone. So there's no reason for them to even reuse that head sculpt ever again. You know what I mean? So can they give you something else? What? A suitor version, her in a lawyer outfit? You know what I mean? That's the only thing that they could do as an exclusive to reuse the body, to reuse the head sculpt, which I don't see them not doing that at all. They could do that 100% out of left field to make that money again, especially noticing that there weren't that many orders. People were most likely hoping to get it cheaper later on.
Right.
If they're sold out, that's a problem. And guess what? Hot Toys is looking to make that money. So what are they going to do? Boom. Let's give them that lawyer look, right? Give her an outfit, the dress, the professional looking outfit. Give her the glasses. Didn't she wear glasses? She had glasses, didn't she?
Yeah, she had glasses.
Right. Give her the glasses. Give her, maybe a different hairstyle, which I don't think it changed when she was dressed as the lawyer. It's still, still straight down. So they don't have to do anything but give her a different suit. And there's another figure. Right. So that's the thing. Do you guys, I'm going to ask you first, Rudy, do you think they're going to reuse the head sculpt? Yes or no?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. Go ahead, Nefty.
No.
Why? Why do you say no, Nefty?
It's a waste on their. I mean, on the business end, it'll be a waste on their part.
How? In what sense?
I mean, in something that I guess didn't go forward or didn't go as well accepted. You know what I mean? Then I wouldn't invest in it or give it a time of day anymore.
The only way they would do her again, it would be an extremely limited release.
Well, so it would be
extremely limited.
It would be like 1,000 release or like 1,200 release.
You think she'll have the backing if you do that? Because you do these limited things and nobody's really interested in it.
No.
Well, look at the number. It's 3,000, right?
Correct.
Right.
But if you make her for 1,000, or listen, they might even try an 800 back, right?
Something. Never.
Maybe it's 1,000. Maybe 1,000 is the limit. But
remember that they're doing this to locking money, not to make anything really special.
Right.
Talk about Hot Toys.
But then again, remember you got that one that I didn't get a chance to get, which was the Wenwu from Shang-Chi, right? In the suit version. How many did they make of him? Because I don't think they even hit the 1,000 with him.
I don't even know. I don't remember that being a numbered thing. You know what I mean? Like I don't know if it was a limited. If it was, I know it was an exclusive. I don't know how many pieces they made. But let me tell you something. I paid something like almost $500 for that figure, and let me tell you something. It is what it is, right? But
yeah, he was. I don't remember how many.
It's a little different, right? You get different accessories. You get the ring. You get the arms with the rings, the forearms with the rings. Then you get the chest, right, with the store the rings, the loose rings. And then you get these, electric effects, with rings on them to make it seem like you're throwing the rings, blah blah. That's it.
Right.
Almost $500. The original figure came with more stuff than that figure.
Right,
And it was
right.
cheaper.
I see. That's the one that gives me pause. But that if they were ever to, and I still don't think they're going to do this, right? But if they were ever to make another She-Hulk with that same sculpt, it would have to be extremely limited. And Nefty, to your point, I think it's going to appeal to very hardcore MCU fans that want to collect those variants. So I would be jumping on that to get an exclusive like that, because I feel like it's going to add to my collection, but it would have to appeal to your very hardcore MCU collectors at that point.
Nefty, what do you think?
No, he's right. He's right. I mean, if there is a group of individuals that niche that are the hardcore, they'll jump at it then. I mean, you put that into the equation, and those customers exist out there that have that are loyal, very loyal. They'll jump on it, you know. But the rest of us, we're like,
and
yeah, you're gonna be like, who cares?
And one thing too about the limited, you know, if for whatever reason, let's say Hot Toys decides to make that version, right, that She-Hulk, right, again, by them limiting it, right, it creates a hype. And then remember, you may not like the figure at all, but there are people who buy it just to resell it, right? Yep. So because they know it's limited, they buy it, they hold on to it. Once it sells out, they put it on eBay or they put it in the groups, blah, blah, blah. Another thing that's been happening is a lot of people are getting, you know, these figures for retail, selling them for retail to be able to get the points from the purchase, right? So they're getting free points. They're earning points by buying the figures, but they're not making any money off the figure because they're selling at retail. But what how they're benefiting is by getting those points, which again, there's nothing wrong with it. William is doing that currently right now. He's gotten me, so for the WB 100 Wonder Woman, I got it from him. Obviously, he made the points. He made all the points on that. The Joker, the purple coat Joker, almost $600, $580. He made all the points on that. I got the figure, but he made, so I can't even say like, oh, you know, William, those are my points, because he's doing me a favor, right? If he doesn't do me a favor or do me that favor, I don't have a figure. Well, I don't have a figure, you know, right. So that's how they benefit from either selling at retail or doing anybody a favor. But that's happening. Not that anything's wrong with it, but that's the thing. You know what I mean? It's something that's happening for real right now. All right, so let's go on to our next beauty, because I know Rudy's excited for this guy. So we have the
Let me go to sleep for a little bit.
The Purge Trooper Commander from the Survivor show, Jedi Survivor show, the Jedi Survivor video game by EA Sports. It's in the game. So as you can see, guys, this thing was literally announced last week, up for pre-order immediately. I believe it's sold out immediately also. Did it, Rudy? It did, right?
I think so. Yeah, it was only up for a little bit.
Oh, when you tried to get it, it was gone, right? I think you said.
Yeah, because I was in a couple meetings and then I logged in and it was gone, done.
So here it is, another figure that was, you know, came right away from Hot Toys. They announced it. So this is something, for example, that I could say, well, the reason why this is happening is because it's easy to do, right? It's all painted panels, pauldrons attached, and a helmet. There's no head sculpt to be, what do you call it? There's no head sculpt to be made, right? There's nothing to be sculpted. There's nothing to be done. There's no permission to be asked from any actor. So that's what I said earlier. You would think that they would be pumping these out 1, 2, 3, you know, all day, every day. Here is an announcement. Next week, here's a pre-order. You know, a month from now, here's the figure, right? They could be doing this all day, every day with figures like these, right? Helmeted figures. Head sculpts, not so much. But like I said, they're even doing that with the head sculpts. Obi-Wan, we got 2 back to back. Obviously, same exact head sculpt, but the figures were ready to go. So it's something that's happening. Maybe not as frequent as we would want it to, but it's getting there, because we're getting, this year alone, how many did we get that were pre-order and ready to go? Yep. I think this year was the most we ever got of those.
Right.
You know,
right, and even what was it? Deadpool came out pretty quickly. Ladypool right? I think she got released
Correct.
overseas
Correct.
already, right?
That's what I'm saying.
So
A bunch. So
bunch.
it goes to show you that they're getting. I mean, and another thing, right? We can sit here and bring up a negative aspect of that, right? Because it's cool to say, oh, we're pre-ordering, the figure is around the corner, a month away. Cool. What's happening with the Deadpool? The ankles are shattering if you touch that thing. Right. So now, how do we look at this? Do we say, well, this is a negative part of rushing figures because look, this is breaking, right? So can it be? Yes. But also, what makes us think that they weren't working on this figure for a year? Yeah. We don't know that, right? We don't know that. So how do we say, oh, we rushed it? Yeah, just because it came out quick doesn't mean they made it last week.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's another thing that people need to understand. And I did see people commenting, saying those things, saying, oh, they're rushing the figures after they're breaking. Not necessarily. Not necessarily. That doesn't mean that they're rushing anything. Maybe the way that they made the ankle pegs was the problem. Had nothing to do with the figure.
Right.
Why is it only the ankle pegs and nothing else? Because it's not the figure. It's however they make their ankle pegs, whatever technology they use, whatever materials they use, whatever chemicals they use to make those plastics, right? Whatever it was, maybe they got the ratio wrong. Maybe they did it, something went wrong when they were making these pegs that made them that much more brittle and so sensitive that if you bend it a little bit too hard, boom, there it goes. So that's what I believe happened. I don't think it has to do with rushing figures because, again, how many did we get already that have no issues whatsoever?
Right.
So that's why I wanted to bring that up as well. Rudy, so how do you feel about the figure? I know you don't do these, but how do you feel about the figure? How do you like the color scheme, the paint application, the scuffing, the weathering on it? And how do you feel about, again, we know that you don't do much of Star Wars, but how do you feel about the amount of troopers? And again, knowing Star Wars, that is a never-ending conversation.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that? The fact that we're getting trooper after trooper after trooper after trooper.
Look, I'm not the target audience, right? But for those Star Wars collectors that love to collect troopers, like Brandon over here, right? The Brandalorian.
Brandon, welcome. Look at this guy.
Hey, what's up, Brandon?
It's a new camera. I think it works. Good lighting.
Yeah, look at this guy. We can see him. Wait, I just realized. We can see him. Look at him. He looks fancy too. Look at
fancy.
that.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna shave the fancy off tomorrow though.
You're not lighting by Eclipse anymore. So go ahead, Rudy.
Yeah. So look, I'm not the target audience. For somebody who collects these, I'm sure they love it. The only thing I equated this to is like, look, I love Iron Man 2, but even as an Iron Man collector, I get tired sometimes when I'm like, okay, here's another variant. I'm gonna buy some of them, but I still get like, all right, let me see something different. So this is great. It looks fine for whoever's gonna collect these, right? To me, it's just slight variations. I like the color scheme, red and black, but it's just not for me.
So what is it that? So let's talk about this one specifically. Forget every other trooper, right? For this one, what is it about this that is not appealing to you at all? That you're like, man, this looks cool, or like, I don't collect.
I mean, look, it looks cool. It looks cool, but it's just another trooper, man. That's what it is. It's
so the limited aspect of it doesn't appeal to you. The fact that it's a newly painted, this helmet we never got before. So the fact that it's a new helmet, you don't care for that either.
No. It's like I can appreciate the beauty of what they're doing here. It looks great.
Right.
But again, I've got to draw the line somewhere, and it's like this to me is an easy line, right? Like I'd rather get from Star Wars the figures that actually have sculpts, like the characters, like Savage, right? That's an easy pickup. Darth Maul, right? Even the new Ahsoka, Balin, right? Shin, all those characters that have. To me, those characters have a little bit more personality, or a lot more personality.
No, it's true. It's true. And it's funny you bring that up because that was something I was thinking about. I'm like, I should focus more on getting all the head sculpts first, right? And then worried about the troopers. The problem is that they're limiting every trooper. So it's like, man, I have to get this trooper, because if I don't get it, I'm not going to get it for $700, and I'm going to miss out on it. And I'm just going to get the head sculpt figures that are available for everybody while missing out on the limited one. So that's where
that's the other thing that for me, because we've talked about this too. I probably buy too much, right? But even with what I buy, right, there comes a time when it's like, all right, do I want to spend $265 for this guy, or do I put $265 in for this other figure, right? It's like, which one has more weight for my collection and my collecting? And this one, again, just because it's not appealing to me and it's not something that I already have in my collection, I'm not heavily invested in, is the Easy Pass.
So you look for substance regarding your collection. You don't really look for like fillers. You look for something with substance.
Something that has meaning to me, right? Substance, yeah. There you go.
Like meaning, yeah, substance. All right, Brandon, since you're our super late guest.
Late guest.
How many of these did you order? How much did you like this? How much did you like the video game? I think you've spoken on the video game before. How many of these did you order like to sell also?
So when it comes to exclusives, I can't wholesale exclusives. So that really sucks, because this is a heavy hitter. This is one that, I hear what Rudy's saying, but this is one that a lot of people are excited about. But that said, I did get two. I got one on my account, and I got a buddy who's like, "Hey man, I got it." And I was like, "Of course I want it." I think it's a great fig, man. I'm excited, especially because the helmet. This isn't a helmet we've gotten before, so.
Right. Sounds like me and Rudy. Rudy, can you get it? Yeah. So if you were to rate this 1 to 10, Brandon.
It's a solid 8.5, maybe an 8.9.
What's it missing? What's it missing to give it the 10?
I like to see, first off, I don't believe that there's such a thing as a 10.
That's right. You just give 9.9. I forgot.
Yep. But I think more. I love the magnetic attachment system for the rifle. I think if we would have gotten more ways to customize that rifle, because one of the reasons that I love Crosshair so much is because that rifle has a bunch of different configurations. It has like 2 different magazines. It's got a silencer. It's got 2 different barrels, and I think it has one or 2 different stocks.
Yeah, I think just seeing the
weapon. Yeah,
look, he's inserting something into the gun. Hold on. I was like, what the hell is that?
He's putting the scope on.
Oh, is that what it is? A scope?
I think it's like a scope.
Where did it go?
There's a picture.
There it is, right
there. There it is. See, I love that. Now that's the kind of pose that I would do with it.
That's crazy.
So I think seeing more attachments for the weapons, seeing the attachments be able to be used with different weapons, I think would be really cool too. Cool. If we know there's 4 different Purge troopers in the game, so we know that they're doing at least 2 of them, 2 or 3. I think we saw 3 different ones in the promos for this, right?
Well, there's this one, then there's the regular one, the grunt, and then there's the gray one, and then the black one.
4.
Okay, so yeah, so there's 4 total, and I think if they add different attachments or different features for the weapon on all 4 of them, that would encourage people to buy multiples. And that seeing more attachments on the other 3 figures would bump this one up for me to like a 9, 9.2, 9.3.
Oh wow!
I think it's great. The weathering on it's stellar. If you look at the scrapes on the helmet,
very good. Yep.
Yeah, look at that. I like the one score on the breastplate. Yeah, right there. That's really neat looking. And just, the peppering, like he's seen some shit. You can tell.
No, it's beautiful. The weathering is gorgeous. Look at that.
It
doesn't look too weathered from far away.
Right. And then, but zoom in again. Go back to that previous image and zoom in again. Yeah, well, one thing that I really like when it comes to weathering is when you see dents or dings or paint flakes anywhere on the head. Okay, not on the edge near the respirator or anything, but on the head, because when you see that, then that's something that could have punched somebody's ticket and the helmet defended them against it. So I really like to see those.
Albert says, I don't know about that ribbed helmet.
It's ribbed for his pleasure.
Oh my God, this guy. I think I gave it an 2 actually. Oh my God. So, Thule. Wait, where did everybody go? Oh, Nefty. Thule. So I'm reading Thule's message and I'm thinking Thule and I'm thinking Nefty. So Nefty, go ahead. So, exciting, not exciting? Are you collecting limited?
Yeah, I'm excited about this. Kind of like what Rudy said. It's for a targeted niche group. I mean, troopers, fanatics, that they do exist. But I wonder if the limit is of these figures is because they don't want to be holding this in stock, because it's a limited group of people that are into troopers, but it's not a main thing. You start ordering fire. You start making thousands and thousands, and Sideshow and what other companies are holding the bag with excess of figures. So I wonder if the limit is because of that. This is not like mainstream. And so yeah, I ordered 5 of these. I got it through 5 accounts. Remember I told you in the back channel.
Yep.
Yeah.
I got all 5 of these. I love the game. I remember the game, and this goes into my gaming thing. And Rudy, you said you was looking to get one of these, but
No way.
No.
Well, I was gonna get
It's
one
an
because Fabs always tells me, he's like,
Get them.
get them because somebody in the group might need one. So
you was at a job
out.
meeting and you wasn't able to get it. Well, listen, next time you're in a job meeting, you stand up like this, like a boss, bro. Walk away. Then you come back and you order it, right, guy? You act like a boss, bro. You stand up.
I expected Nefty to be a lot taller. Did anybody else expect Nefty to be taller?
I'm 5'12".
Nefty, you know what the problem is?
Yeah.
I am the boss.
There you go.
Meeting.
You stand up like the boss you are.
Problem.
Like
what the
boss
fuck?
you are.
So you tell everybody,
on,
okay,
guys.
stay busy. I'll be back in 15.
And then you buy your thing and you come back to your meeting, all right?
Thule, go ahead. Tell us how you feel. Oh man!
No,
right.
this is a beautiful figure, but there is a trooper niche out there, and it's not mainstream. Like people do get clone tired.
Right.
Not the niche. So
Right.
It's the limitless.
Yeah, like for example, Sean. Shout out to Sean. Sean, you guys got to see his clone collection.
Yeah.
Yo, Sean has an amazing clone collection. Oh my God.
Goodness. My goodness. All right, guys. Last but not least, we got this beauty. We have an Iron Patriot Iron Man figure diecast coming soon with a Captain America shield for very first time. We've gotten a James Rhodes Iron Patriot, 2 of them. Right. One for Iron Man 3, one for Endgame. Right. So now we have, I believe this is supposed to be a comic book style Iron Man. So I don't know if this is supposed to be Tony Stark or not. I'm assuming it's supposed to be from the comic, but I don't know because I don't read comics. I never did. So I want to go with you, Brandon. Obviously, you're not an Iron Man person, but just looking at this figure, knowing this diecast, I'm assuming you've seen what a diecast Iron Man looks like.
Oh yeah.
How do you expect this figure to look or be? And is this something that you would get just because when you got your green card, you're like, you know what, I want to be American, or no?
What's funny is that when you pop that picture up, I hadn't seen this announcement. Oh, Nefty's offended. He decided he's out.
Nefty's like, what a racist.
when you pop this up, I instantly had mixed feelings on it because I haven't seen this announcement. This is the first time I'm seeing it. So instantly I thought, okay, this is an Iron Man. What was that? Mark V, I think, from Iron Man 2, with the silver and red scheme. And I saw the star and the shield, and I'm going, okay, well, that's not okay. This is something different. Yeah. And then I saw the legs. And if you zoom out a little bit, I don't know what it is. I think maybe it's just the color patterning that it gives me distinct Spider-Man vibes. Like, honestly, I feel like this fig can't tell what it wants to be when it grows up, That
so
said, I mean, the diecast, yeah, put me down for 3. No, but the diecast figures, I mean, the diecast Iron Man figures are amazing. I mean, when you hold those bastards in hand, like they're heavy, they're sturdy, like you know where your money went when you hold one of those diecast figs. So I'm sure that this one's going to look better and feel better on the shelves than it does in pictures.
Now, question for you. Let's go to you, Rudy. Rudy, what mark do you think this is?
I have no idea, but I do think
It's the
this
80.
is based on the comic book story with
No, it is. But I'm saying the mark, like which body, which mark do you think they used for the repaint? I
Probably
think
the
the 80.
recent one. Yeah.
I think they reused the one from the D23.
Yeah, I think it's the same one. They just
It's gotta
repainted it and gave him a new shield, like a new
They
chest.
couldn't sell them,
new
so
chest.
they repainted them all.
What?
Because they couldn't sell them, they repainted them.
Well, no, that's what they do. They do that all the time. They repaint marks, over and over. The only thing is, with the chest piece, they have to, customize his chest piece.
Right, that's a new one. Yeah.
Specifically. And obviously this is most likely a magnetic shield like they did for Age of Ultron, Captain America.
Yep.
I don't know if you would know that, Brandon, but they had magnets on his forearm, so the shield would just land on it, like in the movie. Remember in the movie, the shield was on the ground, and he pressed the button, and the thing shut up to his arm. So,
Yep.
So I think that's what they're going with this. But we have to wait and see, what they actually did. Remember that with what's her name, Taskmaster. She also had a shield that was magnetic. There was no handles in the back. It was straight magnet. So most likely the same thing. I don't know what the design under the shield is, but obviously we'll wait and see. Nefty, now that you're back, how do you feel about the figure? Excited about the figure? Are you getting the figure?
Very excited, but my understanding is this is overseas, right? Are we going to see it here in the States?
Yeah, they do mention something in the announcement about U.S. markets.
Oh, they did? Because I saw selected markets and I didn't see U.S. at all, so that's why I was waiting for you.
But yeah, I'm definitely interested. I only own one U.S. Patriot, the Endgame one. So I like this figure. I have a whole Iron Man collection module case dedicated to Iron Man, and if I can get a hold of it, I will try overseas as well, but as long as they don't go crazy with the prices,
Well,
yeah, and there's a note here that says, sorry, Fabs, fans in the United States, please stay tuned for Sideshow's announcement regarding this collectible figure.
And this is going to be a queue system.
The RSVP is up for this guy, so if you haven't RSVP'd yet, go do it.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
What were you saying, Nefty?
No, that it's going to be a queue system, I suspect, or what have you.
Well, not necessarily, because if you've noticed, they've been putting stuff out there just for people to get to it.
Yeah.
And
It's almost like just go for it, right? It's almost like the way it used to be.
Correct.
Where it was like, here, drop, go.
Correct. That was how it was like in the early days.
Yup.
When you have to be on top of it or you were going to miss out.
Can you imagine, Fabs, a month later, shipping home? This bad boy?
No, it could. It's a hot.
It could.
Absolutely, it could. The thing is, I'm going to go with you, Brandon. Brandon, you obviously seeing what the Iron Man go for around. What do you think this price is going to be?
I think it's $4.99 all day long.
Yeah.
You're right about the magnetic shield, and I hate saying it because you can usually get away with estimating diecast figures at around the $400 mark. But let's flip through one of the pictures and see. I want to see what the accessory loadout
There are
looks
no.
like.
This is.
Let me show them.
Is that it, really?
Let me show them the rest of the pictures. Hold on.
I mean, I'm feeling $4.99, but if it doesn't have any accessories, then,
Brandon, here's the other picture. You see it? There's the second image. It's just posed differently.
I'm not seeing anything. I just see the same. Why are you messing with me? Everybody's laughing. What's going on?
Aloha.
There's only one picture, you peasant. That's what happens.
Oh, there's only the one?
That's what happens when you don't collect. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. You don't even know how many pictures we have. Unreal.
Oh, well.
So you say $4.99. Nefty, you say $4.99 also?
Yeah, I'll say north of 400. North of 400. Absolutely.
No. Brandon, give us your best guess. Not like around. Give us a number.
No, $3.99. $3.99. I can see happening.
Nefty?
$4.25.
Rudy?
$1.
$4.49.
$1. What'd you say?
$4.49.
I was gonna say about $4.60, $4.30. I want to say $4.60. I want to say $4.60. Just because remember, every other Iron Man comes with their standard stuff. This one comes with a shield, right? We don't know what other weapons he comes with. We don't know if he's gonna have the Mark the Mark III rocket launchers or you know what I mean?
Right.
So we have to wait and see. But it's not gonna be anywhere near $300. I can tell you that right now.
No, not at all.
Thule says 410, folks. I think more than that. Rob says Hot Toys has officially run out of ideas for Iron Man. No, I feel like this is different. This is not a repaint, right? Of anything.
And honestly, think about what they just did, right? With the Doctor Doom from the comic book, right? They made him MCU appropriate. This, I think it's a comic book figure, and it's based on the Iron Patriot from the Dark Avengers. Correct. So this is Norman Osborn, or it might be, at least that's that. When I saw this, that's exactly immediately where I gravitated to. It's Norman Osborn in the suit.
Correct. So that's exactly what it is.
I think, and I think that's what they're doing, right? They're giving us a movie version suit that'll fit perfectly in the collection, but just like they did with that Doctor Doom, it's based on the comic stories. I think that's exactly what they're doing.
Correct. 100% correct. Nefty. If you had the chance, right? If you were able to get this, you're going for it 100%?
100? No, I am definitely 100%.
Now, do you own the Mark 7 D100 version or no?
No, I do not.
Oh, you don't? Okay. No, because I have a feeling that the paint application is kind of the same too. That kind of like mattish like paint. I don't know why. It's definitely not obviously a chrome, but it's got that same like tint of like mild dull shine that the Mark 7 has. So I was wondering if you had it to see if you could agree with me for once in your life. Also, guys, last but not least, we got this beautiful suit. Compliments of Kento Studio. So we got the Iron Man 1 outfit right from the press conference at the end when he's eating his Whopper or cheeseburger from Burger King. As you can see, he's got the arm brace, he's got the brown tie, he's got the brown shirt, he's got the pinstripe suit, and he's got some beautiful shoes. Now, this was for me the first types of kit bashes that I was doing. So I would buy an Iron Man, right? I would keep him with the helmet, and I would be making suited Tony Stark figures. It was one of the most common kit bashes at the time, at least when I was in, right? Everybody was just putting suits on stuff, and it was just, it was just the one thing. I feel like not the only thing, but the main thing that was happening. It was like, suits for Tony Stark's left and right. I bought a suit for James Franco's Young Goblin. I have him in a suit as well. So I have a ton of these suits. Obviously, those suits back then are nowhere near the same as these now. The tailoring with these things now is incredible. Very sharp, very realistic looking. Back then, they were all puffy. They didn't feel right. They didn't fit right. They didn't look right. The ties were a mess. They were always loose, hanging from the side because they were always elastic. So it was a disaster. But as you can see, these things look incredible. Obviously, you have to have the proper head sculpt for this to work. Nefty, let's go with you. Have you ever done a custom or a kit bash with a suit for a figure?
Yeah, I did the one I can think of, the
Topo?
biker Bruce Wayne.
Oh, okay. Topo or present?
Yeah, I did Topo. But before that, can't think of anything else. No, that was the first one I've ever done. So I'm not too familiar with that. I mean, I guess if you own the head sculpt, you buy the body. It's accurate to that moment in the movie when he sits down and on the floor. It tells the press, "Everybody have a seat."
Yep. No, exactly. That's exactly where it's from.
And given the amount of Tony Stark head sculpts that I own personally, this will definitely fit in. What's the pricing on this?
$125, and it comes with the cheeseburger.
Oh, not bad.
In case you get hungry after the loop. So let's go with you, Brandon. Brandon, are suits exciting for you? Being able to kit bash, obviously you don't own a Tony Stark, but
they totally are. The only reason I kind of hesitate is because unless they give you a specific body that it comes with, like it can be hard to find a body that's just right. But I guess that's like the customizer's curse. You're going to spend a lot of time working out fat suits where you need the fat suit to be bulkier or thinner and so on. But overall, I think they're great. It like when I see something like this, obviously, there's the Tony Stark build that comes to mind. But like I start thinking about, making my own Godfather figures because I think that would be amazing. Or going ahead and like James Bond, like not only Daniel Craig was a great James Bond, but some of the older ones, like a Sean Connery James Bond, would be amazing to have. And so anytime you see suits and like tuxedos, yeah, exactly, just like that. But anytime you see suits, tuxedos, any type of formal wear, like those are all things that kind of get you excited and make you want to jump. It's like the ideas for customs are limitless. The budget, however, has constraints.
If you want to make a custom Godfather, here's a head sculpt for you. Perfect. It's only $300 for you. So no, it's nice.
I'll trade you a Revan for it. How's that?
A Revan. Nefty.
Yeah.
No, I think he went. Rudy.
Yeah, I went already.
Tell us how you feel about the suit. Do you custom your own figures, your own Tonys? Do you own any?
Yeah.
And how do you feel about the progression of suit making?
Look, you're 100% right? The suits we're getting now particularly from like Pop Toys, which I think they work with Topo because I think Topo does their suits. They're some of the best suits you can get, right? Yep. And I think we're seeing that coming in. So from a tailoring perspective, they're amazing. Tony Stark is like an easy one to custom. Yep. Just because we've all gotten, especially if you've collected, even if you've only collected a handful of Iron Man figures, you end up with a bunch of extra sculpts. So it's the easiest one to do. The last Tony Stark I customized was the tracksuit from Infinity War, the camo, the gray and black one the jogging suit that he wears. When he puts on the nano suit when he's running when Doctor Strange gets it.
You don't have that?
No, I have that one. That's the last one that I'm saying that's the last one I customized. I got a nice set. Came with to your point, Brandon. It came with they told you which body to buy to make it fit, and then because I had the Infinity War head sculpt, I was able to basically use that one with the sculpt. So that was the last custom I did, but it's an easy figure to customize because we've all got the extra head sculpts, and instead of letting them lie around, you kind of want to use them and display them.
And at the end of the day, obviously you would, like I said, you would have to get the proper one for that specific look. But it at the end of the day, obviously your collection is for you to look at only. So you can use any head sculpt you want and it'll be perfectly fine. Right. But if you want to get the accurate look, you have to look for the specific head sculpt. And what do you think of the cheeseburger? You think it's a cool add-on? Do you think it's necessary or?
No, I think that's what makes the figure a little bit, right? Obviously the sling and that you're recreating a specific scene from the movie. And that was pivotal, right? He's eating the burger he's talking to people. So I think that's a great accessory to have for this specific look.
Iron Dude says, as a true peasant, I would request you to pay the shipping. This guy, oh my God, I said, I told you I am a peasant. Unbelievable. You guys are unreal. So first and foremost, I want to show you guys two things. First, I want to say hello to Derek. How are you, my friend? There was something I wanted to show you guys, which was I want to show you a suit first and foremost. One of the old school suits.
Hey, Fabs, I think you should show us a suit first and foremost.
You think so?
Hey, Nefty.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea.
Look at that bad boy.
Oh my God, that is awesome, dude! Wow.
I'm kind of weirded out by the fact that you can't see his arm
military soldier in.
What happened?
I only have 4 military soldiers in the game.
No, man, dude. These are
that is awesome. Dude, you're gonna have to tell me how the hell you bring
listen, these are my most frustrating figures.
Before you guys derail the stream, hold on.
Sorry.
Before you derail the stream.
Look at that. Look how ugly, look how loose, look how unappealing this suit is. This is one of the very, very earlier styles of suits that I bought to make this custom. Look how
that's what they used to be like. That's what
this was top notch back then. This was like the best stuff you could
get. You scared me. You scared me, Fab. I thought you was gonna say that's a Jazz Inc. You scared me there, bro.
No, I
Don't
told
get
you
crazy.
we're
Don't
spoiled.
get crazy. We all know who the king is.
I'm telling you, Nefty, we
Yeah.
are spoiled when you look at what we used to collect.
Yeah, man.
And
No,
and these guys, right? This guy,
yeah,
I got him cheap, but if you tried to collect like Hicks,
yeah.
right, which was the one everybody wanted and doesn't look even as good, I think it was going for $700-800.
But what about
eBay.
Fab's X23? That old school X23.
There you go.
Wait,
Oh.
what about my queen?
No,
Everybody's over here showing shit off.
Oh wait, where'd you get this Superman?
It's the inner
Yeah.
body.
In her body. No, this was a black suit Superman. So
yeah.
I had this guy that used to buy stuff from me all the time and sell stuff to me occasionally. And he hits me up. He goes, "I've got a black suit Superman. You'd be doing me a favor if you bought it for $75." I said, "All right, cool. Black suit Superman, no problem. Go ahead. Here's the money, man. Send it out." He sends it to me, and because it's DC and I don't really stock parts for DC, I let it sit for like 3 months in the bag. And the whole time, like, he sent it to me in a bag, like a postal bag. And I'm going, I don't even know that I want to open this and look at it. So I let it sit for 3 months. I opened it up and the figure was wrecked. It was incomplete, missing the head sculpt. The ankle was broken off. The suit was folded over. And I'm just like,
Oh man.
I can't even. Can I go back and send him a message? Like, I mean, I don't care. The money's gone. The money's gone. It doesn't bother me. But like, next time you sell some shit, tell somebody if it's incomplete and it's going to show up in a bag. It was ridiculous, man. So I stripped the suit off of it because it was wrecked anyways, and now I got to figure out what to do with this body.
All right, so Brandon, before we get out of here, anything new coming your way? Are you expecting any new figures? Have you ordered anything lately?
Dude, it's been a busy week for new releases. The last 5 or 6 days have been rough. Revan is doing any day now. If I don't have him tomorrow, I'll be shocked. So Revan is doing. I have the Mandalorian Super Commandos on hand. I've got Balin Skull on hand. The Hono Wolverine just dropped, so I've got those on hand too. I've got a few of those left. And then we're doing the raffle for Crosshair on Saturday. We got to get together, you and I, on that and figure out how it's going to go.
Right. So the spots are all filled?
Almost. I think there's like 2 or 3 left. I posted in Evolution about them. So
Okay.
I think there's 2 or 3 spots left. Yeah, out of 50.
Right, so it should be done by Saturday, hopefully.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Rudy, your turn. Are you expecting anything? Did you order anything? And also tell everybody to be on the lookout for your new videos because they're getting just explain to them.
Well, thanks to Fabs, we've been talking about it, and I had started doing I started paying for my own streaming software, right? Not that I'm streaming, but I was using it to make some videos, so I paid for that, so they're getting a little fancy. I've been doing some intro videos. As far as what I ordered, X23, day 1 pre-order, right from Deadpool and Wolverine. That one, there was no way I was going to pass on that figure. What I just got in, I think I showed you, Nefty.
Yes.
Just literally got here an hour before we went live.
Oh, no kidding. Dude, I so want to see that one opened up. That's exciting.
So I'm psyched for this guy. Yeah, no, I'm excited too. It looks good, and I want to try to see if I can recreate some of those poses with the suit going on. And then what do I have? I ordered Lieutenant Savick from X06 from the Wrath of Khan is coming my way. So that one shipped. I should have her by next week.
Very cool.
And Balin Skull, Balin too. I should have next week, or maybe by Friday, because with Thanksgiving, it's like I was hoping it would get here today or tomorrow. But with Thanksgiving, I think it's going to be Friday before I get it.
You could have ordered with me, man. You would have had it in hand already. You'd be sharing them on the stream right now. You'd be like, "Oh, I've had this fig for 3 days because, Brandalorian Scrapyard is the place to go to buy all your kit."
Listen, it's a miracle I even ordered a Star Wars figure to start with. I was like, all right, let me get a Star Wars one. But that's it for me. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I ordered recently, but I think it was the X23 right now. That was pretty much it. What about you, Nefty? What do you got?
I got Balin. I'm waiting on him. He's coming down the pipe as well. I ordered all the new things now. The 23. Who else? oppressed.
Did you? I got to ask you, Nefty. Did you order the Bat Missile?
No, I did not.
Are you going to order the
No,
Bat Missile?
it doesn't call for me. I'm actually have the animated Batman already almost paid off. I have the 66 bicycle already paid off as well. And
The Jazz Inc. ones.
yeah, and I'm waiting on the finish paying off the BVS computer system from Jazz Inc.
That looks pretty nice, actually.
Yeah, and then after that, just waiting on the 2025 Hot Toys, orders are going to be coming down in January, February. Waiting on those bad boys, but other than that,
Yeah, or next week, the way that they've been dropping, man. I tell you, Revan is like 3 months early. 3 months? Wasn't he slated for?
Yeah, he was slated for a while, but then look, we just talked about Kane and John Wick. Those dropped early, right? Balin dropped early. I wouldn't be surprised if they
dropped way
soon.
early. Yeah. No, don't say that, man. I can't have more shit hitting already. This is ridiculous.
I just wouldn't be surprised with the way things are kind of operating at this point.
Yeah, but Rudy, when you get to this, man, to this figure right here, this doesn't open up. That's why I'm like, how are you folding this? Unless I take everything off and I take the suit off. And
hold on. Give me a second. Let me get mine. Give me a second.
No, because I in the pictures when it comes to this figure, his sleeves are rolled up all the way up here, and it looks nice. But I can't seem to get it done because this is the project now, right? That's why he's like in this mode. Hold on. I haven't even tried. And it's easy because I can take the whole chest piece off. That takes 2 seconds. Once you have it built. And by the way, this is an easier build than a Bravo 7.
Yeah, he's much simpler.
Yeah, I loved it. I gotta talk to
you're right.
Joe, I'm just and I went on to the blog pictures and they have the sleeve rolled up and it looks nice rolled up.
Hold on, I'll figure it out.
Unless I cut and roll.
See, Brandon, this is what you're missing out. You got to get into this 6-scale military world with us.
Brandon, I really feel like I'm missing out. Let me tell you.
I put a little bit of classic music, and you go section by section. You're not doing this in a day, man. I mean, you can, but it's section by section, and it's so satisfying. How'd you do that?
Trade secret, my friend.
You gotta get with it, man. Like I was just gonna say, why don't you just do it? And then Rudy's like, yeah, why don't you just do it?
How'd you do
there
that?
you go.
Well, you just
you just have to push it up. You don't roll it.
They're
you just
magnetic
push it
sleeves, bro.
Oh, come on. All right. Did you take the arms off, or you just?
No. You just because he's got the Velcro.
He just pushed it.
He's got the Velcro strap. So
right.
Just undo the Velcro and then just push it up.
That's it. That's why you're the engineer, guy. All right.
Nancy, do you even collect, bro? Or...
What?
I said, do you even collect, or I mean, what's going on here?
I'm getting into these military. Like I said, I'm only 4 figures deep, and that one you showed me before, Rudy. How many hours or days did it take you to do that one?
This was a simple one. This one took a day. Wow. This one took a day. It wasn't as bad.
Fabs, are there any military figures you want to get rid of?
No, he put them in a box.
No, but that's why I'll take it off his hand. I mean, if I like them, but I don't know which one they are. But are you looking to make some money? Here we go.
Here's the issue. All the boxes are in storage. No, but they're missing. You're missing like all the accessories. You're not gonna have just the plain figure with, you know what I mean? You're missing hands. You're missing weapons. You're missing because I don't load them up. So you're gonna end up spending $1,000 on figures with no box. Let me see who else. Let me see.
Oh, so what I was telling them before we got sidetracked talking about figures was Fabs and I are gonna take over the YouTube world.
Oh my God, guys!
We're getting our stuff in order.
Guys,
just keep prepared.
All I need to this is
Are you guys gonna buy subscription and all that? That's the new fad right now.
So this is what happened. Okay. TK421.
Why don't you on your post?
Came in, okay, with his fancy videos and he is trying to catch up to my sub count, and it's not going to happen. So I started researching like how to make videos and stuff. And so I will never allow TK4 to want to beat me. So even though he's going to beat me, it's not fair. It's not right. And it won't be allowed. Okay. So no, but seriously, Rudy, I don't know if you guys saw just the stuff he posted on Instagram. That is grade A, top-notch visual effects, professional
Garbage?
visual effects.
Oh, okay, not garbage.
Professional sound effects. Okay. This guy went from peasant Rudy to pro Rudy in one video. Okay. So he's making end screens. He's making it all. Okay. So just so you understand, TK, you woke up the bear. What did I always say? I said, God can't give me everything. He can't make me a video making expert, but he made me the Hot Toys veteran. Now they woke up Goliath. Now you meeting Jose Spielberg over here, okay?
Watch out, leave alone.
So you heard it here first, guys. We're gonna take over YouTube Shorts, only the short section, nothing else.
See for yourself. Wait. Your review video of the Nightlight was pretty good with all the transitions.
That was my very first edited video, right? Which that's why it looks fancy within the first like 3 scenes, and then it's just my standard video. But believe it or not, that little bit changes the whole video.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like those little things that like I would never do and I would have never done just because I didn't have the editing software. I'm like, it's not a big deal. I've always felt like it's all about the information that you get and the conversation that you get. But obviously when you're watching something, you want it to be visually appealing and you want it to keep you engaged. So I understand that. That's the whole point of, people saying, oh, single angle videos. I get it, right? They get boring. It's monotonous. The same thing. It's like, man, give me something to make my eye blink. You know what I mean? So I get all that, right? I get all that. It's just, I don't know anything about it. I've never had an editing software. So I've never practiced. I've never been around it. YouTube was never my world. YouTube was never a thing for me. It was never something that I wanted to get into to begin with. Now that I'm in here, again, I've been around at least 2 years now streaming by myself, and it's never been a thing like, oh, I want to make videos now. No, but it's getting to a point where it's like, all right, when am I going to level up? If I'm going to stick around, which clearly I am, right? When am I going to level up? When am I going to start making, a decent video, right? I already record in 4K, right? Rudy does 720p, which is getting upgraded too, but we're getting
upgraded. We're getting there. We're getting there. Slow baby stuff, man.
Yeah, right. So another thing I told Rudy, I said, Rudy, because Rudy makes great videos. Rudy's what's the word? Rudy's knowledge, right? The way he talks, not so much the knowledge, but the way he articulates like what he's trying to say. I told him like privately to himself. And I said to him, I said, Rudy, the moment you decide to go from your flip phone camera to something legit, let me tell
Rudy,
you something.
you can't live stream with Flip Funk, bro.
No, let me tell you something. Look, you see right now, like he's got a cloud over him. It's the phone. So
yeah, I'm getting a camera. It should be coming soon, so it's gonna be like I'm gonna look like Brandon.
So
right
what
there,
did I say? Right. So what did I say?
I know. It's like I'm all watched out, but
I said the moment you start recording in 4K, forget it. Because again, his videos are great. The music, the transitions, the information, the way he speaks, everything. All he needs is just to give it that clarity, give it that sharpness, give it that 4K look. It's over. It's over. And guys, remember who told him to do that. You heard it here first. Before he met me, flip phone. And this is not a psyop. Remember that. So, all right. So yeah, guys. Why did you pull out? Why did you pull out this guy?
Oh, I was just showing off for Nefty.
Yeah.
Just showing him what we got.
All right,
He's my new addition.
I need that guy too.
Great figure.
All right, go ahead, Nefty. Thank you for
All right,
coming.
Nefty.
I'll talk to you later. We'll talk in the chat.
If we don't see each other on social media.
Happy Thanksgiving, my friend.
Enjoy. And one of you guys said in the comments, absolutely bring politics to the table.
We're going to talk politics? I want to talk politics.
Have a good night. All right, guys. As always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.